So, welcome as always to Second Wake. This is episode 4. Are we up to 4 episodes? Oh god, we're at 4 episodes. Episode 4 of Second Wake. We are again taking on the adventures of Lady Gulati's Weaver's Chosen as they follow about their various missions, tasks, or otherwise shenanigans that they tend to get into. I really have my whole mic right in front of me. Let me try to finagle that a little better. There we go. Hopefully everyone can still hear me. And we're good there. Okay, cool. As we continue on for this adventure, the big thing from last session was everyone leveled up. So, off camera, I think it was off camera. If you saw it, you saw it, but I don't know that it was on camera or off camera. Off camera, everyone rolled for hit points, so everyone is freshly hit pointed up. As well, everyone picked up a subclass, or they just, became level 3 if they're a wizard person. Yeah, just got stronger. For everyone picking up their subclasses, for the audience at home, why don't you introduce yourself? We'll start with Bucky since we'll do order from It's Live. So in the voice channel, alphabetical order, I think that is. It looks like alphabetical order. If you want to reintroduce your character, say what subclass you went with or what choice you made at 3rd level, since that tends to be a big part, go right ahead, and we'll just do a quick introduction like that when I get everything finagled. So go right ahead, Bucky.
Bucky is a satyr warlock hexblade, and he actually picked Pact of the Tome. So you should have a little bit of extra cantrip fun.
Seems fun. Always good. Did you finally figure out all your cantrips?
Yes. I'm taking Mold Earth, Shape Water, and Druidcraft.
That's always good. All right. So with that is Bucky as he rounds out his 3rd level build. Colt, who are you? What did you do with yourself? Why?
So I'm Cold Honeycut, Hobgoblin fighter, and I chose Samurai.
A samurai fighter who's also a hobgoblin. I like it. All right. It's like honor, loyalty, hustle, respect, right? I don't know the tenets
that's
of
totally the samurai.
That's the samurai code.
Right? I thought that was.
Hustle,
The
especially.
5-ring path
Yeah.
of the invisible one.
The invisible one. Yeah. Seems good. All right. Let's see here. JJ, what did you go with?
There we go.
Heyo.
JJ is a Swiss Stride Shifter Bard, and she went with the College of Whispers.
College of Whispers, so gonna be a little creepy. Always be fun. Let's see here. Orville, what'd you go with? I think to the surprise of nobody.
To the surprise of absolutely nobody, Orville found the way of the drunken master.
Oh god. It's more like drunken pupil at 3rd level, but that we'll get there at master.
There.
Yeah, we'll get there at master. We have to master a camera and then we'll go from there. All right. And then let's see here. I skipped over again. I did this again. Morgan, what did you pick? I don't know why. I'm like name blind to you. It's awful.
Don't exist. It's all right.
Stealth's too high.
Stealth is too high. I completely miss you every time. Go right ahead.
I am a half-elf rogue. Well, Morgan is a half-elf rogue, and I went with Arcane Trickster.
Magic stuff.
Surprised nobody.
To the surprise of the people who went, magic is cool, and then
We have
that's
so
how that
much
worked.
magic in this party.
I think, yeah, the only non-magical people are what, Orville and Colt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
We're magical of heart.
Oh, okay. You're the Native American kid from Captain Planet, just heart.
It's the best power, man.
Hey, it definitely was featured in an episode or two, I'm sure. Couldn't have done it without him, that's for sure. All right, so that's Orville, that's Morgan. Leaves us with Vel. Vel, you're still Vel, but go ahead and reintroduce yourself.
Yes, still Bellathul Dallin Bay, still a high elf, and still a necromancer.
Still that necromancer.
I just doubled my spell slots, and it's really nice.
You're like, oh my god, I might be able to cast Magic Missile without all the guilt. That's my one of the wizards that I run for, or the wizard I run for on Friday. Whenever he plays, he's always like, I could cast this, but I could cast that. I'll just cantrip. I don't want to waste the spell slot. I'm like, gotta save them. You never know. And
When you're low level, you got to be smart with how you spend them.
It's absolutely true.
You only get so much back on a short rest.
Even then, it's like, it's not a lot at all. Later on, though, it'll be good. With that, we are rejoining our group a little bit after where we left off from last episode. At the end of episode 3, we saw the group, for the most part, arrive back in Grim Village, settle in, follow, and sneak around, investigate the area, and be involved in a random arson that happened just outside of the village. With that as well, Morgan tracked and trailed their previous employer, as was discussed. They came to view the individuals and company that this person was keeping. They relaxed and settled in with the local inn, and then they ended with a rather not combative conversation. I don't want to say it's combative, but you guys might have thought it was combative. More of a discussion to try and rehire the Weavers chosen for a much longer venture heading far to the north, of which they have been provided scarce details other than the individuals in question who are doing the hiring process are almost guaranteed sure that their Lady Gulati will accept this request if she only knew. But being that they are on other orders from the lady herself to accomplish a different task in town, they have kind of put it on the back burner and said, we're going to do some thinking around, we'll come back to you. That was the end of our last episode. From this week, we actually did some downtime activities in Discord. I try to offer downtime during Discord or throughout the week. That way you, the viewing audience, and my players can focus more on the main story or on little things like that. We'll still have NPCs and stuff like that, but I mean, I can't count the number of times that other podcasts or other streaming stuff is like, all right, time to go shopping for rudimentary items. And then it's, 2.5 hours of like, would you like to buy this dagger for 3 silver or 4 silver? Ha ha ha. And for the bigger stuff, for more important things, we will probably see how people feel. If they want to stream it live when they're doing their like around the town futzing around, that's fine. But I also think it'd be kind of fun to have weeks where people come in and kind of be like, I went on this adventure, and then we start the episode with telling about the adventure. In that same vein, who on the party would like to say what you guys accomplished this week in Discord?
I got a cloak.
I got a cloak. Easy enough. Bucky?
Yeah, for the most part, we just got some stuff for going up north, just in case. Got some clothes. We figured out where our next step is going to lead us as well for our request from Our Lady. We have to go, I believe, to the trading post. So, yeah.
I caught some bugs.
Let no one miss out the fact that that you caught them bugs. Slowly you are going to fill that pillowcase up and just be a scary monster person. With your sack of questions. But yeah, for the most part, as JJ said, they went around town, gained a little bit of information about the town, just general vibe check upon the various citizens and shop owners. They found very quickly that this is what it appears to be, a very small village. Many of the shopkeepers are of the rural nature, very suspicious of strangers, more so than ever, as a fire is a recent occurrence near the village. But they managed to pick up a number of cold weather outfits and gear, preparation for accepting the northern trek ahead, should they have approval upon completion of their current mission. And they more or less just kind of walked around. 2 healer's kits, I think, was added to the group inventory. Someone's carrying those, I assume. And some other small sundry goods, but we'll pick up from there. So the group, when they last made a choice, were heading back to the inn. All of them except for Colt, who decided to stay behind, clean the private room, and pack up for the group ahead, aka the short end of the straw. But you all arrive back at the inn, enter inside. You see Colt sitting at the bar, having just finished a morning cup of coffee. And that is where we're at. The floor is yours, guys. What do you guys want to do?
Bucky, did you say something about needing a moment to perform something?
Yeah, I wanted to perform my hex weapon ritual on my new dagger that I picked up in the market.
Easily enough. So you set off to a small side table, and you're going to start performing your ritual to attune that to the hexes within you.
Yes.
All right. Bucky heads off. For the rest of you, as Bucky begins his initial ritual of the path of the hexblade, is there anything you guys want to do?
So while he's doing that, I want to ritual cast detect magic and take a look at the letter that we were given.
Of course. The letter that was handed to you at the end of the last session, you look it over, and there does not seem to be any magical presence upon it.
That's all I need to know.
Mm-hmm. All right. So for anyone looking, you guys do look to the back of the inn. You can see Bucky placing the dagger kind of crudely on the table, holding his hand over it, and you can hear him muttering various different types of incantations. Does anyone in the party speak Druidic? No. Super great. Bucky says some mumbo jumbo. I'm not sure how he wants to
How long is he doing this for?
I think it's, like 10 minutes?
Actually, it takes an hour.
It takes an hour of scary mumbo-jumbo over a dagger.
So after my first ritual, I'll then ritual cast comprehend languages so I can understand what he's saying.
Oh, very, very easily done. Jesus. So you ritual cast comprehend languages, and Bucky, he's speaking the tongues, the druidic tongues. But you hear him kind of towards the what it takes 10, so about halfway through at this point, roughly. Yeah. You start hearing him speak, and you hear his voice kind of take on a presence to say, and through the elder oak's grace, you will become the thorn, the blade in which I will battle against those who would oppose the grove, those who would stand in opposition to the forest, those who would oppose all of the natural order of things and return to the earth from which they came. I seek now as the seedling, I seek blooming growth, and from this growth you will become the thorn, you become the blade of which I will spill the fertilization of those who would oppose me. And he continues this for about an hour. You can see, especially since you have Detect Magic going for a moment, you do see that there is some type of radiant energy, not so much like radiant damage, but kind of like a glow that seems to emanate from the dagger as he speaks these words in this ritual. You can see for just a moment his hand having small flexations and striations that kind of run almost as if the inner side of his palm is becoming a bit closer to a wood or an oak, and you can see small flecks of what appear to be splinters kind of rain down from his palm onto the dagger and slowly embed themselves in the hilt of this weapon. As he continues his ritual for the next hour and completes it, you watch as the dagger itself seems to turn into a toy, almost as if completely wooden, no longer a metal object. And in a moment, you blink, and the dagger is no longer sitting on the table. You can only see now a darker seeming stain upon this wooden table. Where once was a dagger, now there is nothing. Bucky has completed his ritual. There you go.
Awesome.
Well, Colt, we did get a lead on where Mr. Triton Quas would be.
That's cool. I cleaned up the rooms and stuff. You're welcome. I'm gonna get drunk.
As you say this, Sam slides into camera. He's like, "I like the way you think." He goes forward and refills Colt's coffee, and you see him uncork a large brown bottle and pour a couple of about a little under a shot into Colt's coffee. He goes, "Good way to start the morning."
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Sam. So yeah, I talked to the warden for a little while you guys were gone, having fun while I was working, not in real life.
The joys of
I
a
assume
formal
that
job.
all went well then? You seemed nicely acquainted with her.
Yeah, she's her and I have some history. But yeah. I guess I'm ready to go, and so are you guys, because I packed up all your stuff. So, yeah, if you guys are ready to go, I am.
Sitting beside Colt, you can see many of your backpacks, satchels, or other just gear sets that were left. All your bedrolls are military press folded, tucked away, and nice and neat. But they are all sitting kind of by the empty bar stools by Colt.
Oh, you should talk to the others about things they leave around. I don't sleep. I didn't leave that nonsense.
Val says while wearing a lavish dire wolf coat, or a white wolf coat that she purchased on the market. Doesn't give a shit that it's like 75 degrees. Like, fuck it, we're gonna make this look good the whole way through.
Thank you, Mr. Honeycutt. Should we go ahead and just go see Mr. Quass so we can get on back then?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I ain't got nothing else. I'll turn to the bartender. Hey, Sam, you got like a to-go cup, or can I take this with me?
To go. That's a good idea. Yeah, I can get you. I can get you something. Hold on a second. And he turns from the counter, and like you see him just think and like kind of scratch his chin a little bit. He's like, to go cup, to go cup, to go. And he goes back like further from the counter. He's, I'll be right back. Hold on a second. I'm coming up. And walks away from you. About a minute or so passes, and he comes back out with an old looking crate. And he has the top already pulled off of it. And he goes and sets up, and you can see all these kind of old looking clay cups. And he kind of pulls them out, and you can see there's like chips and dings in them, and like various signs of aging. Very clearly, these are probably like the last set of cups before he upgraded to copper and tin. And he goes and like washes one real quick, and then transfers your drink over to it. He goes, "There you go, to go cup."
All right, cool. Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate
Well, may it serve you well.
that. And on that day, Sam created Sam Bucks.
Sam Bucks. One tall mocha Java whiskey on the rocks. Coming on up. All right. Anything else you guys want to accomplish before you head out?
Ready to go?
I don't have
You
anything.
guys are.
I'm good to go.
Does
Alright.
Colt need any warm weather or cold weather clothing?
I got a poncho. That's for
Menu. It'll keep you
Cold.
dry.
That's for. It's fine.
Colt's like, I got a week before I gotta buy a coat. Easily enough then. So Colt takes his to-go cup. The rest of you adjourn from the inn, collecting up your various goods, backpacks, and gear. Following your what you've learned from your interactions in town, you know that Trenton Quass owns his expedition, not so much as his whole company, but rather his storefront exists outside of the village to the northwest. At the northwest end, just before you get to the river's crest that reaches towards Grim Village, several miles away. But easily enough, you guys set out from the village proper. At this point, it's a little bit later into the morning. Many of you woke up as the village did, bright and early, about 6 a.m. call, if not maybe 5. Your various small ventures and journeys throughout the area of Grim Village only equated to a few hours at most. And so you make your way out the southern edge of the village, being that there's not really any formal gates, just kind of a rudimentary wooden fence that is more decorative than anything else, you're slowly realizing. You all make way for the southern end and out through the main thoroughfare. As you do so, you do note that already this morning there is quite a number of individuals that are possessed of what seems to be a day of hard labor ahead of them. You can see groups of about a dozen or so men that stand near the southern exit of the village, and they are currently collecting up what seems to be several hundred pounds of lumber upon donkey-pulled carts. They seem to be doing their absolute best to strap in these large bundles, as many of them seem almost preoccupied with whatever their task might be for the upcoming day. To that, you all continue out and, following the directions you were given, head from Grim Village and begin to head through the open areas of the farmlands themselves. It doesn't take too long, probably about 45 minutes or so, to make way and come into view of a rather unremarkable, is the nicest way to say it, shack of a building. It does have a formal storefront, a sloped front ceiling to protect against the rain and snow, so nothing sits on top of it to weigh it down. But you do note that the glass window that protrudes from the front of the building seems to have a broken pane of glass, as the 4 cross in it. The top left seems to be broken already. You can see a small, kind of crude-looking sign over there that says Quas's Questing and Expedition. And the wooden door just sits closed at this point. You can see a faintly glowing light from most likely a lantern or candle from inside to kind of illuminate the room past just this window on the front. What do you do?
Suppose we approach the door, and I'll hold the door open. Or actually, wait. Let's knock. Wait, this is like it's a typical business, so no, don't knock. Just open the door.
Okay. So you walk up, open the door?
Yeah.
Alright. You walk up, open the door. As the door opens, you can hear the door chime go off. That's right. Someone left a bell here. I'm all about it. With that, you can hear kind of shuffling around for a moment, and as you turn and look, you see a larger individual, a human man, standing behind the counter. As you guys begin to enter, you see this individual standing behind the counter, a very heavy-looking scarfed cape wrapped partway around his neck, and heavy-set leathered armor that seems to be more of like a dress shirt, but definitely made of thicker cuts to protect against stabbing, piercing, things of that sort. As you all begin to file in, you note that the building itself, again, is rather small. It seems to be almost equated to an early age travel company. You can see on the wall to your right a superimposed cut of a map that seems to depict Grim Village, Direwood, and the entirety of the river that runs between them, leading all the way up to the lake itself. As you all begin to kind of file in, you see this individual go, hello, I wasn't expecting visitors this morning. How can I help you folks?
Good morning to you.
Morning, yes, morning to you as well.
Hi, we've been sent here by Lady Gulati.
You were sent here? Okay, what'd she send you here for?
We assumed that you would know.
Right. Lady Gulati, does she have a first name or something? He starts like kind of looking at the desk that he's standing in front of, and you can see he's much taller than the desk. So like where the desk would normally be like about waist high, he's like, it's like upper crest of the thigh. He's just a little bit too tall for the desk, and he leans over it and starts kind of looking through and reaches down and pulls up what seems to be a big wooden chart with a stack of papers on it, and he kind of flips through it. And he goes, "Yeah, do you have a first name or something like that?"
Her first name is Trostina.
Trostina, he flips through the first 2 pages. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I see it here. Ordered a package, right?"
Correct.
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, no problem at all. I will. Why don't you guys wait here, and I'll go grab it, and then we'll be good. It looks like it's already paid for, so you'll just have to. Can someone sign for her?
Sorry, sir, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Quas. Trenton Quas.
I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and sign for you there. Trent.
Oh yeah. And he taps on his front. He goes. He looks around the front of the desk and reaches over and grabs like a quill and like puts it on top of this ledger he has, and then looks around again, picks up a thing of ink, and kind of goes uncorks it. He goes, "There you go," and dips the quill a few times. It splashes a little bit on the counter and sets it down there. He goes, "Yeah, you go ahead and deal that, and I'll go grab your package for you, and I'll be right back."
Well, you might need a hand. Perhaps we should join you. It might be a large package, if I recall.
It's against company policy to have anyone in the back room. We got a lot of stuff for a lot of people back there, so I'll just grab it for you. I'll be right back, and you just sign right there next to her name that you that you got it. He turns and kind of like steps back a little bit, and you see where the counter actually ends. There's a doorway that kind of stands there. So he lifts the side of the counter, walks past it, and then goes in. You hear and the door closing behind him. And he leaves you alone in the shop. What do you guys want to do?
That's the least trustworthy man I've ever met.
Not to come across as racist, but didn't Lady Gulati say this fella would be a half elf? He's got some pretty round ears for being a half elf.
I don't think you're wrong.
Yes, she did.
Uh,
Let's go into the back, shall we?
Yeah, I think that too. Okay.
Let's charge.
All right.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna sign.
You sign it. Well, hold on a second.
Hold on.
COLT.
I mean, paperwork is very important. I want to keep a record.
Record. Yeah, you look in front of it. You easily sign next to it. Yeah, you guys walk up. You see the doors left unguarded. What do you want to do?
Go back there.
Okay. So
Colt,
yeah,
I believe you're a front man, aren't you?
Wait, what?
Perhaps
I'll
you're the
go
person who
first.
should be going in first.
Me?
Oh no, I could sneak in and get out.
Well, while the
You got
group's being
paperwork to sign.
indecisive, I'd like to get a handful of crickets out of my pillowcase and chuck them behind the counter.
Okay. You chuck some crickets behind the counter. You hear chirping.
Now, why'd you go and do that? Like, why are
Okay,
you throwing
enough
crickets
fooling
on?
around. Let's you're I start to.
Okay. Vel, you're like, all right, let's go. You reach down, you grab the handle and turn it, and you hear do 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 do, and you definitely sense the door's locked.
Can I pick it?
Yeah. You have your thieves tools.
I should, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a thieves tools
yeah.
check. It is a D20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency.
Oh god.
I know. It's all the numbers and math. Just dexterity plus 2. Actually, you're on D&D Beyond. There's probably a button, but Kish Posh. Who needs buttons?
Yeah, it won't let me. Just
Oh.
kind of dumb. So dexterity plus 2.
Dexterity
That's
plus
a
2.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. You walk up and like you reach down for your belt pouch to go grab your picks, and then you kind of just turn your head and look at the door, and you look at the lock, and you kind of just go like closed fist and like bop the top of the lock, and it kind of jimmies it just enough. Like you note that he didn't really like catch it the right way when he closed it, and it kind of just swings open. You go, I've picked this door.
I'm so good at my job.
So good. Just pure Fonzie. So yeah, the door is now open. What do you guys want to do? I'm pulling it open.
Cast mage armor and walk in.
Mage armor walks in. You open the door. As you look into the back room, you can see there are various shelves of paperwork. They seem to be boxes strewn about the place. It actually looks like a disaster in the back room. There are various boxes, crates, things just knocked over and seem to have been rummaged through. You do note as you're kind of looking through, all these tall, large, scaffolded shelves seem to be slightly molested. They all seem kind of turned and kind of thrown and strewn about the room. None of them are sitting straight as a kind of a package room would be. And it does look as if a number of things are just like chunks of empty shelving. As you turn and look, you can see clear to the back end on the far left of the room, sunlight pouring in from the back door swinging wide open.
I'm not the fastest amongst us. Let's go, people.
Vel points out to the open door.
We got a runner?
Looks like it.
I'm heading out the front door.
You head out the front door. So Orville, you look, you see the empty back door. You walk out the front door and look back towards Grim Village. You don't see anything in that direction.
Bucky will run towards the back door.
The back door? Okay. You walk up and you kind of run up and look out the back door. And you can see a couple 100 feet at this point, the same large man that was at the counter on horseback with heavily laden saddlebags and what seems like kind of almost like a Pony Express satchel that sits on either side of his horse. And as he's kind of clipping away, he turns and looks, and you can see him looking over his shoulder, quite afraid. Are you trained in perception?
How far is he?
At this point, he's about 100 feet away.
Magic missile on his horse.
Roll to hit. Or no, roll damage.
Oh.
No to hit.
Okay.
Magic missile. Bucky's like, he's getting away. They'll go, nah.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. You see all 3 bolts fire off from your fingertips. They soar out. You hear. And his horse falls over. You hear a scream out. Son of a bitch! And lands with a tumble and a roll.
Let's go take care of this, shall we?
Yeah, he's about 100 feet away from you guys.
I'm going to start running over that way.
All right. So Orville, you head off. The rest of you guys head off. Very, very quickly, you guys come upon him just as he's shoving the bulk of this horse that landed on top of him off of him, and he kind of finds his footing and stands and looks at you guys. He very quickly reaches and grabs the hilt of the short sword buckled at his belt, and he looks you all over. He goes, "No, I don't want any trouble. You guys just back up, and nobody gets hurt."
You made me sign for something when I didn't need to sign.
That's a felony. You signed for someone else's mail. You're a felon.
I'm not a felon.
I'm gonna tell everybody that you're a felon. Now let me go, or you're gonna go to jail.
I don't believe you.
You all are accessories to felony, post office stealing. And he nervously looks around.
I think you're impersonating someone.
I've never impersonated someone in my life.
You impersonated Mr. Quoth.
Who?
So where is he?
Wait, what? No, who? For real? What?
Right, fella, what's your first name?
Trent. Trent Quinn.
Yeah, that's real believable, ain't it?
Yeah, that's my name. That's why it's believable. Yep. He just, again, stands there and, looks nervously back and forth. He's like, so I'm just gonna go get your package. If you could...
No,
well, my horse is dead now.
No, nothing.
Nope.
Can I just pull my bow on him? For
you
safe?
pull your bow out.
Just so he hangs out, you know.
Hey, that's
He's not
a
going
it's a
anywhere.
fine weapon you got there.
So how about you tell us a true story, actually? Who are you? What did you do to this location? Where's the real Trenton Quass? And where's our package?
Right, yeah, okay, nothing but the truth. Right, okay. Truth is coming right here.
I'll just hold up my hand like I'm just gonna cast magic on him.
Okay, so I woke up this morning. I had myself some berries and oatmeal, and I just thought today would be a good day to organize the old. He looks at the satyr and he goes, "Hey, buddy, help me out here. That was a trading post, right?"
Bucky's gonna start using mold earth to put dirt over his feet.
Hey, whoa, hey, hey, let's. He starts backing up a little bit. He's like, "Hey, let's watch it with the magic. That's kind of crazy. You already killed my horse." So then I went to check on the old post, and it was a slow day, and then some kid threw a rock through my window, and just then you guys showed up and killed my horse when I went to go get your package, and I think that's about the long and short of it. Ugh.
I'm gonna start to slowly, very creepily slowly, try to flank him.
Kind of go wide of him.
Yeah, just like real slow, like enough where it almost doesn't look like I'm doing that.
Sure.
So
I want you
real
to-
slow.
I want you to understand how poor this is for you. We are Weaver's chosen. And your life is going to be over, and it's a very short one already for a human, so really, just be honest. Maybe you don't have to die today.
I mean, it might be longer than you think. You don't know. I mean, I got a good year or two on me. Might be good. Just let me go. I think it'd be good for everyone involved. You just let me go. Timothy Quass, you gotta let me go. That's the thing. You guys aren't.
So tired
police?
of people
Oh,
lying
God.
to us. I say we just kill him and then look for answers.
You should. I vote you don't do that.
I think we should bring him along with us while we look for answers. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Bring me along.
Or
I'll walk with you.
Mr. Honeycutt, why don't we talk to your friend in town, the warden? That might be a good idea.
Yeah. How close am I to him now?
At this point, you're like 10 feet off. You do note that he's like halfway pulled out his short sword just because of how close you're getting.
Could talk to the warden. Or could talk to my fist. I'm gonna just punch him.
You run up and gonna punch him. So go ahead and roll an attack. Everyone roll initiative.
There's one punch man in here.
Punch!
I'm doing non-lethal damage. I just want to announce
No,
that.
I'm not.
Damn
I'm
it.
I've
Well,
already
it's
got my
magic
arrow
anyways.
pulled.
There is no non-lethal magic.
Might as well at this point.
Okay, too many.
17.
There we go. Okay,
20
give me
to
one
hit for the unarmed whenever.
second. Oh, Jesus.
9.
11.
11 as well.
I will call for it. Give me a second. Good Lord.
You asked for it.
I know. I said roll it. I'll ask the results. There we go.
You asked for it.
You asked for it. Did I ask for it? I guess I did.
You're gonna get
Yeah,
it.
with what you're wearing.
Heyo!
Ooh.
Whoa. We don't victim blame here, guys. All right, let's do that. And Colt, all being all close. And JJ. And this girl. And this goblin guy. And this girl. Make the number 5. Let's do that. Boop. Let's do this. We're doing the hello everyone. I can see everyone, and I see how you did that land. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. 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 Let's just find. I should have just gone to NPC token, shouldn't I? Boop.
No, just
Boop.
grab a dragon and throw it down.
It's clearly a gold dragon the whole time. There we go. That works. Boop. 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 Come on. You little punk. Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
He doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you. Don't like you either. Oh. Because I'm in grid mode. That would be why. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Bam. There we go. And let's pull this up. See where we're at for... I can see how you did that, land. Let's do this. Let's make this bigger. Ooh. And then zoom it way in. There we go. Bam! There we are. All right. And we'll roll for this fella. Yo. Well, at least he's gonna have an okay day. All right. So, anyone have a 20 or higher? Nope. Anyone have a 15 or higher?
16.
Vel.
17.
17 from Vel. 10 or higher. I heard 2 11s, right?
Yeah,
11.
Bucky.
Bucky at 11.
Yep.
JJ at 11.
Mhm.
Colt, what'd you get?
14.
Okay. JJ and Bucky, who wants to go first?
JJ can go first.
Okay.
And Orville. 9. Orville sounds very far away from his microphone. What are you doing? All right, there's that, and there's that. All right, so Colt, what'd you get to hit?
20.
20. You come up and slam this guy right into his face. You go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, do I just do straight 5 damage? Okay, I do
Yeah,
5
unless-
1
damage.
plus your strength.
Yeah, 1 plus.
Yeah,
your
so
strength.
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. You come through. The front of your knuckles collide with this guy's chin. You pull and kind of twist a little bit as you just feel the kind of pushing sensation of his flesh knock against yours. You watch, and you can see the entire bottom part of his jaw rip free, like almost like tissue paper. And underneath of this now hanging piece of white, almost Caucasian flesh, you can see this pale green ichor. And where his gum line should be, you can see them pronounced with no lips. He goes, "Oh, come on, why'd you have to do that, buddy? Come on, friend." And then he will pull his short sword out on you and swing for the moon. Let's see here. Boop. Oh, come on. There we go. That is 11 on dice. Does an 18 hit you? Colt.
Yes.
Okay. He will reach out and he takes his short sword kind of backwards in his hand instead of a front stab. He takes it backwards and swings it onto your side. That is going to be 4, 5, 6. That is 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As he slices it in there. And he, as you feel the blade, his short sword pierce into the side of your chainmail armor, he pulls forward and reaches out. You can now see this kind of green, sickly skinned maw open up its jaws and snap at you. He will attempt to take a bite at a Colt. That is a 14 on die, so 21 to hit.
Yeah.
For 9, 10, 13 points of piercing damage. And I need you to please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 9.
That's a 9.
That's a whole 9.
All right, you feel this bite. You guys watch in kind of a gasped horror as the bottom part of this guy's jaw rips open, as if the skin he was wearing was made out of paper. He stabs Colt into the side with his short sword, retracts it and leans forward, and with kind of almost a lightning speed, tears into the upper trap of Colt's shoulder and pulls back and rips flesh away. In doing so, you see Colt, your entire body begins to burn with this kind of almost mixture between fear and reaction, and all of your muscle groups, every part of your body locks up like a Charlie horse, and you are paralyzed.
Okay.
Okay. Morgan, it is your turn. Oh, hold on. He takes 2 steps back. He'll shout out. He goes, Look, let's all calm down, people. And he stands behind Colt, and you see him kind of trying to put Colt between you and him. And Morgan, it is your turn.
Great. Can I dash up kind of diagonal to him so I can aim and not hit?
Sure. You want to go up to like here?
Let's go back a little bit just because I don't want to be in his face, you know. Safety.
As one does.
Oh no,
So-
you were fine there. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Boop.
Yeah.
So you get a clean shot there diagonally. That's where we see. And yeah, go ahead and take your shot.
There's a 23 to hit.
Yes. You hit him and his future children.
D&D Beyond loves me right now. Jesus. Alright, that is a fat...
You do get sneak attack. There's an ally within
That
5.
is a lot of damage. Yeah, I know. I'm rolling that one right now.
Bum, 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 bum.
There's a fat 15 damage.
Oof. You strike through. Your short bow tears into. I gotta remember not to use my number pad when we're on stream because that's where all my key bindings are. Hey, I was dumb. So you see this short bow arrow fire off, strike into kind of the front of his chest. You look it over, and that, like any other person, especially a human, that arrow should be directly into his heart. It's kind of center mass, real close to good grouping, and you kind of like smile a little bit, and you see him kind of just look down at it and look back at you. Goes, "That was really freaking rude. What the hell? Come on, seriously, lady."
Bitch.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, Vel, your turn.
Yes, well, we're rude people. Toll
So
the dead.
rude.
Wisdom save.
He does what?
Wisdom save. Toll the dead.
Oh, okay. No, not a 6. I want to roll. Let's see. He gets a 10.
Oh my god. D12s are good for rolling ones.
They are. I like that.
1 point of necrotic damage.
You reach out to him. Your hand glows and pulses with necrotic energy for a moment. You hear doom from the dolorous bell, and you see it like lightly,
Like a really tiny bell.
Yeah, like a freckles worth of his skin on his face turns black. He gets like a blackhead. And he's like, "Oh, okay. I guess she's out of magic. We're good. Okay, great." Colt, it is your turn. You are currently having a terrible shuddering sensation all across your body. That is your turn. So go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn, as you are paralyzed.
That's your turn.
That's your turn. Yeah.
No,
What'd you get, Colt?
just nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's a net 1.
Oh,
Just forget.
okay. You're real paralyzed. So paralyzed. All the paralyzed for you. JJ, it is your turn. JJ.
Now it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be so bad for you, sir. You could have just helped us in the beginning, and she's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So he needs to make a Wisdom save, please.
You guys some wisdom saves. Come on, man. Do a save. I'm real good at it. I got a 6.
Awesome.
6 for wisdom.
Let me grab these d6. So he also... Oh, he must use his reaction to move as far as his speed allows away from me.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll count it there at 30.
And he takes 11 points of psychic.
Okay. He takes it. You see him kind of grab his head. He goes, "Oh, God, nope, that one still has magic. Okay." Ugh, and he starts hobbling away at this point. And he just kind of shakes his head a little bit. He goes, "Oh, migraines now. That's what terrible time for a migraine. Terrible time for a migraine." Is that your turn, JJ?
I'll move up a little bit more towards Colt. I'll stand near Colt.
All right. Stand near Colt. There we go.
Thanks.
Just that. Fix it in a little bit. All right. That is JJ's turn. Bucky, your turn.
Bucky's gonna move over by Morgan, and then cast his hex on bad guy.
All right.
And Eldritch. The hex is gonna be on his wisdom also,
Oh, of course.
and then Eldritch Blast.
There we go. All right. You hex his wisdom, and then go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast to hit.
11.
11. You fire off this Eldritch Blast, this crackling, or this force damage, this bolt of green energy. As it soars across the battlefield, it continues to soar further from the battlefield and crashes into a nearby tree.
Fair enough. And I'm moving over by Morrigan, like next to her.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, nope, not Bucky stats. There we go. Like there?
Yeah.
Okay. That is your go. Moving right along, we've got Orville.
I can't fully catch up to this fella, so I'm going to move to the diagonal top left of Colt and call it a day there.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the dodge action while I'm at it.
Okay, you take the dodge action. That is your turn. His go. He looks you all over. He goes, right, so you guys are clearly bandits. Bandits! That's what you are. And he's going to run 30 foot away. Boop, boop. And can continue his journey off the map. And that is all he will do, actually. I think that's, let's see here. Yeah, that's all he'll do. He'll double move off the map and he'll start the chase. Morgan, what do you want to do?
Did he take all of his possessions with him?
Everything he was carrying on him, but his horse and all of the stuff on the horse is lying dead at the ground behind Vel.
Okay. I guess I'll run towards him and kind of aim again.
All right, so 30 foot closer, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still quite within the range of your short bow if you want.
Yeah, can I, like, aim at his, like, ankle or something?
Sure.
To stop him?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit.
You guys are gonna think I'm cheating, I swear. It's 23.
23, okay, cool. Yeah, you hit easily enough. Go ahead and roll damage, no sneak attack. But
that is 8 damage.
8 damage. You see the arrow trail out, and as he's running away, you manage to catch an angle, and you fire off. And with a little bit of your heritage, the accuracy cleanly cuts through the back of his calf, just a little bit shy of his ankle. But you see the arrow stick through and break through the other side of his calf, and has pierced him. And he kind of like starts limping away as he is now like fumbling, trying to run straight forward while a bolt or an arrow is currently like flicking between his legs. How much damage was it?
8.
8 damage.
Jesus, how much damage have we done to him?
A number that's above 8.
He's strong.
He he's okay. Vel, your turn.
Okay, I'll move up 30, so I'll be right in front of Colt.
Okay. Woo.
And then, is he still within 60, or is he further?
No, he's still within 60 from there. He moved from there 60.
Well, another Toll the Dead for him then.
All right, wisdom save.
Yeah.
Wham! I got a 15, 16, 17.
Hex?
Doesn't matter. Hex is for ability checks, not for saving throws.
Ah, right.
Bammo.
Okay.
Okay. You ring the bell. Doom. He goes, where is that bell coming from? Holt, you're paralyzed. Saving throw.
Here we go. A 13?
13. You end of your turn, you start feeling your body release. You groan, sigh. A little bit of gas escapes the back hatch, and you feel your body kind of shudder and shake back into controllable again. JJ, your turn. What do you want to do?
How far am I?
You are 5, 10, 15. You should be 65 feet. Because you were 5 feet away from him. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to move up at 30 feet, I suppose.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Need bigger maps already.
And I am going to cast Bane.
Bane, okay. What do I have to do?
I need a charisma save, please.
All right. He gets a 9.
Cool. All right. So whenever he, let's see. Whenever he throws, he must roll a d4 and subtract that number from an attack or saving throw.
Okay. So any attack or any saving throw he makes, 1d4 negative?
Yes, please.
Sounds good to me. Bucky, your go.
Bucky's gonna move just enough to the side so they wouldn't be shooting through anybody.
Oh, a friggity frack. There we go. Click.
Yeah.
There we go.
And he'll make another Eldritch Blast.
Another EB shot. Go for it.
An 18 to hit.
18. The bolt flies forward and strikes him in the back.
For 8 damage.
8 damage?
Yep.
All right. You see it slam into his back. He groans out. Oh, crap. Come on. Orville, your go.
I suppose we gotta run this feller down, don't we?
I mean, you could.
Move for 40 towards him.
Okay.
Bonus action step of the wind to get on top of him.
Bam.
And then I'll take a swing on him.
Okay, go for it. I'm like, hold on, wait, 40 foot? Okay, yeah, monk, yep, okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 will connect.
That is 5 points plus another 3 from Fury of the Small.
Oh, geez, okay. So 8 total?
8 total.
Okay.
Yeah!
You strike out, big heavy hit to his, like, hip, almost, is where he's at.
Yep.
Just, come on, just leave me alone, man, come on.
And, that's that.
That's your go? Okay.
That's
let's see
everything.
here. That's everything he says. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do... Hold on 1 second. Beep, boop, boop, boop. There we go. There we go. Had to fix the music. All right. So top of the round is going to be his go. He looks at Orville. He looks you over and he goes, "You're not going to let me leave, are you?" What do you say, Orville?
Say nothing.
You don't say anything? He's like, right. He looks at the group. He goes, "I'm going to kill your child." Then he's going to take an attack at Orville as he reaches out to try and bite you.
Yeah. AC 16.
Yep. With a natural 1, he bites your hair and kind of looks around very confused. He's like, "All right, I had to eat a baby. All right, I haven't done this in a while. A little rusty." He'll swing with his short sword, though, for a 26 to hit.
There's a baby.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, you're by yourself. That is going to be for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of piercing damage.
Noted.
Okay. And then he will call out to the group. He goes, "You guys come any closer. I'm gonna kill this baby." Morgan, your turn.
Would this be a viable time to put him to sleep?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Sorry, Orville.
You can.
You can pop it. So when you cast sleep, I don't know. Can you guys see my little icon? Does that show up on screen? I don't know if my little hand shows up or not. My mouse. I don't think it does. So with sleep, it's a 20-foot cube, right? Or 20-foot something, rather?
Yeah, like a circle.
Okay. So a circle. Boop, boop. So you can cast it. There we go. That'll show up.
Like on the edge of him.
Exactly. So you pretty much cast it in a big circle, but you put him on like the edge of it, and then you leave Orville out of it. Yeah. Easily enough.
That's what I was just thinking, but I don't know how it works.
People do it all the time.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
like to do
about
that 'cause I don't
placing
think
with
we-
spells.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's all about placement with like AoE spells.
Mhm.
So you're gonna drop sleep on him.
Yeah, I don't think we necessarily want to kill him because we're gonna figure out what's up, right? So
Sure. Go ahead and roll your sleep dice and tell me what your result is. I have to figure out what his remaining hit points are.
is that just a?
I think it's a handful of
5d8.
d8s. Yeah, that sounds right.
Is it 5d8?
5d8. Which I think in D&D Beyond you right click, and then I'll let you choose how many dice.
Yeah, you're good. That's a 26.
26. Okay. You fire off one of your recently empowered spells, something you picked up in your trade. You see glittering dust and feathers erupt out from the side of him. He goes, I'm gonna kill your baby. I'm gonna eat this little baby's feet, and I'm real hungry, and I'm gonna eat this baby. I'm gonna eat its delicious little. And he falls over on the ground. You hear the clattering of a short sword. You hear, I'm gonna eat the baby. I'm gonna eat this baby. He is unconscious.
Sorry to take away the fight from everybody, but
Oh, that's
I wanna
quite
kill them
alright. We
without-
can
no,
still
that's
kill them
perfect.
later.
That works just fine.
I'm not the biggest fan of getting stabbed.
Are you the biggest fan of being called a baby?
Look, I got a pillowcase full of bugs that'll go right along with this fella's nap.
There you go. So yeah, he is currently asleep on the ground for what, like, does it last an hour? Is that what it is? I can never remember.
it says duration
should,
1 minute.
1 minute. So
We should tie him up.
Sure.
And or bury him up to his head. We can do that now.
you could do that if you wanted to.
You do have mold earth,
Yeah.
and I do have
Why
a
not
pillowcase
just
full
do
of bugs
both?
for his head.
Why not just do both? Tie him up and then bury him up to his head. That way he
I'm
really
cool with
can't
that.
escape.
Here you go.
All right.
We only got a minute, so
Better go.
you better go real
All right.
fast.
I'm gonna kick the
Uh,
short sword well away from him.
Okay. You hear chink, 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 chink.
Bucky casts Mold Earth on the path next to them,
Okay.
and we'll tie him up, dump him in there.
All right. So does someone has rope? I assume.
I think I have rope in my pack.
Someone
I
picked
do.
up a Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah, I
have
do.
rope.
Okay. So you gather up your rope, you bind his hands, his legs as much as you can do, kind of a quick hog tie. I'll give you without a check. Your name's Colt. Like you're probably Western enough for a hog tie. That seems like in canon to me. You hog tie him real quick, and then easily enough, Bucky, the next avatar, slams his foot on the ground and does because I always assumed just Mold Earth is just Toph Beifong, so hands go up in the air, a small quicksand pit opens beneath him, and he sinks down up to his head, and then the earth kind of solidifies from sand back into a hardened mass of dirt and clay, and he is sitting there. I'm gonna eat that baby.
I'll go take a look at what's in his horse's packs.
Sure. You walk over to the horse and start looking through it. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
I'm gonna hold up my pillowcase that JJ knows is full of bugs, and look to her and say, "Think we should give this fella something to wake up to?"
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could.
All right, I'm gonna throw the pillowcase over his head and tie it behind him so that he's just in there with a bunch of bugs.
Okay, gotcha there.
And I'll use Druidcraft to make a skunk smell to wake him up.
All right, got there. We're gonna go back to so Vel. You're hearing spells being like small cantrips being cast. What did you get for your check? I saw the celebration. I'm assuming it's ridiculous.
Natural 20, total
Yeah,
of
there it is.
25.
All right. You look over the goods, and from what you can see, there are actually a lot of individually wrapped packages. Most of them you're not quite sure the names or where they're like who they're addressed to, but you do see a few that are listed for various individuals you met in Grim Village. Sam, especially, you find like his daily mail. You also note that there's a number of small bundles and packages that are included in there. Everything from like what you can smell as like salted meats or cured various kind of sundry goods that are being sent to what you assume to be friends and family. As you look over it, it's legitimately like a post office box that got knocked over. There's just tons of like little objects and one-offs that are all scattered throughout. You even note that one of the kind of bags that's hanging off the side of the horse contains what you assume to be probably the treasury for this place. It's just a heavy sack of coins that just seems to be, as you open it, like a collection of silver, gold, and copper coins. That seems to probably be whatever was in the counter or register for shipping for this.
But nothing for Our Lady.
No, with an at 20, you look it over and you don't see anything addressed to Lady Gulati.
Okay.
Back to you guys. Bucky casts Druidcraft. The skunk smell envelops this man's head. You hear, where am I? What happened to the baby? It's dark out. Oh, they must have all died of old age. All right, what's crawling on me? What's that? Oh, that's a beetle. Oh my God, that's my birthday. Oh, there's a beetle in here. Oh, there's another one. Oh my God, there's worms in here. Holy crap. Yeah. I can't move. What the heck? And he starts.
I'll pull the pillowcase off.
You pull the pillowcase off. You see the worms are crawling around on him. You know, one of the worms is already digging and trying to burrow in what would be his like tear duct of his eye. And he looks at it and goes, "Oh, you're still here. Did I win?"
Yeah, you won.
Oh, thank goodness. All right, so now that you guys have surrendered, I need everyone to dig me out of this hole.
Why do you have a face on your face?
Well, that's where
Like another
faces
face.
go. Wait,
Another face on your
a
face.
on my face. Oh, sorry, his hand isn't up there. He just wiggles and he goes, that's my walking around face.
Well, if you don't mind, I want to see your regular face.
I do mind. I do not give you consent. Do not touch my face.
I'm gonna touch his face.
Ah, God, the baby's touching me. Why? You have little sausages for fingers. This is gross. And as you start kind of like peeling away, and you can feel this is like, it's almost like if you've ever worn like a skin mask or anything of that sort, it kind of peels off like a bad sunburn and flecks away. What you're left with is this kind of green-skinned visage. And as you kind of catch the front of this, it pulls away and rips, and you can see that he's also wearing a wig. And you see, boop, boop. Let's see how I can do this real quick. Whoop, boop, boop. Woohoo.
Can I poke him in the eye like full on intentionally while I'm doing this?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Already have it here. Burp, 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 burp. Please hold while your DM refreshes. Thank you for joining us. Hello, thank you. Hi, hello, thank you. There we go, and there. So, this is his face when you peel it off. And he has, this isn't actual, like, you can tell this is not real hair. It seems like it's stapled onto the top of his rotting skull. And his skin is pulled really tight and gaunt, and he has no pupils. He has bright yellow eyes. And he looks you guys over and he goes, "All right, you caught me. I'm actually not that guy you said I thought I was." You caught me.
What a surprise.
I know. It
Man,
might
you
be
had me
alarming.
fooled, Trent.
I know. Good old Thomas the Quinlan definitely got you fooled. I've fooled many people in my day. Now that we've discovered that you are victorious, why don't we play dig the guy out of a ditch? That's my new favorite game.
Why don't we play Tell Us the Truth first? How about that?
The truth is, you're all horribly cursed now because I'm the servant of an evil mummy lord.
Spooky.
Yeah,
We could just
the
leave.
baby's gonna turn into a newt any minute.
Will
So
I
you
get
just-
better?
I don't know. Maybe just go with it.
I'm gonna pull out my sword and aim it at him. You take that curse off right now.
Oh God! Give me an intimidation check.
11.
11. He goes, I would, but it requires me to put my right thumb on his forehead, so you're gonna have to dig me up for that. And then I will totally get rid of that curse, though I'm real afraid.
Do you just have to be touching him?
Yeah, with my right thumb on the front of his forehead, otherwise he is cursed. So cursed.
Couldn't you just?
I don't
kiss him
feel no
on the
different. I think
forehead?
he's full of shit.
He's gonna be shitting blood for a month, let me tell you this. I've cursed him with horrible, contagious, lumpy hemorrhoids. He is screwed.
I feel fine. I think he's lying.
No, I'm not lying. You can trust a guy buried up to his neck in the dirt.
Oh, can we?
Yep, definitely. I said so.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
yeah,
All right. Yeah.
You're
No,
super
okay.
cursed. Yep.
Hold on a second. You didn't need a thumb to put the curse on him, so you can't have to put your thumb on him to take it off.
Holy
Take
crap!
off the damn curse.
You are.
Take off the
Where'd you guys get this one? He's clearly the scholar of the group.
Well, you bit. No, you didn't bite him. Oh no, Colt might have the curse. He got bit.
Yeah, when I bit him with my bite. That's how. Yep. Touched him. You're gonna have hemorrhoids there, red guy. Real nasty ones too. You're gonna be sitting weird for a week at least.
Did you bite him on the butthole?
I don't need to go into the details of how my curse works, ma'am. Just know, because I serve a mummy lord, that's how that works.
Mm-hmm. I
Yep.
totally believe you.
Terrible wrath will befall you.
I'm sure.
Yep. Glad you're sure. Thank you for agreeing with me. So rare to find such a nice person to agree with me. Thank you.
Does someone want to come with me to go check out the place? Well, I don't know. Y'all babysit.
No, I'll go with
If
you.
I'm done with my
Talking head.
investigation, I was already going to start heading there, regardless of what the stupidity was.
Oh, JJ, are we babysitting? I, as the baby, will sit upon this man's head.
All right. Give me a second.
Hope he doesn't bite you again.
He can eat my whole ass.
Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. He opens his mouth and tries to bite at your ass, but you manage to sit on the top of his head, and he's just kind of like nipping at you. You hear the clattering of his teeth. He's like, "Come here, little baby bastard! I'll bite your ass open. I'll give you them hemorrhoids I talked about. I'll do it." He starts chomping, but nothing happens.
Ghouls
Is there,
are officially deadites.
Is there any... It's just that building that's there. It's kind of just singled out, right? And mostly like forest and stuff
Yeah.
around.
Past that, it's a small, maybe like a little bit bigger than like a single cart trail that you can see cuts clear through. Little bit of turning, but you can tell that this probably leads directly to wherever the ship is docked, the ferry.
Are there any trees that are kind of by themselves, not very close to any other trees, like just like singled out?
Not so much. I mean, like by themselves is a relative thing. Like there are a few that are more than 5 feet apart from each other, but there's not like one lone tree blowing in the wind. Like there's not the tree on top of a hill that just has no earthly business being there. That doesn't exist here. You're in like a
Can I
forested area.
Can I find like some sticks or random wood around to make a fire.
Sure. So you start collecting wood. Vel, you said you and JJ are heading back to the building?
Yeah, once I was done with my investigation, and JJ said she was also going to head back.
Okay. Morgan, what are you doing?
I think I'll probably head back too. I think they can handle the guy
Are
in
you
the
sure?
dirt.
I don't know. His butt might get tired.
Yeah, I'm not swapping out for him, so...
Oh, okay. Fair. So
know.
the three of you head off. Bucky, what do you want to do?
I'll go with them.
Okay.
See if I
So
can help.
Orville and Colt. Colt starts making a fire. Orville, you have a very noisy cushion.
Yeah, I am by all intents and purposes babysitting.
Babysitting. The puns. All right. I'm going to slide back into camera here. There we go. You all check the various mail and postage that was coming through. You head back to the building with its the back door to it. It's still kind of blown wide open. You can now see from the back of this area that there actually is kind of a large, heavy wooden panel that seems to be on a track. There's a heavy chain that holds and kind of locks it in place. But it does seem kind of more like a bay door that you'd slide out to bring a cart or backing up a wagon to this area. As you guys re-enter the building, you find it as you left it. Various discarded goods and other types of packages that are fumbled and knocked around. There are entire bundles of what seems to be like outgoing mail strewn about the floor and other shelving units. What do you guys want to do?
JJ wants to look around for either a package addressed to the lady or any sign of Mr. Quass.
Okay.
Anything like that.
Okay. Morgan, what do you want to do?
I'll kind of shuffle around the packages and look to see if there's any foul play or anything.
Sure. Vel, what are you looking for?
I will call out for Mr. Quass and ask him if he's bound anywhere to make a ruckus so that we can find him.
Okay. And Bucky?
I'll walk around the exterior of the building and just keep an eye out.
All right. No problem there. So JJ, go ahead and roll investigation. Morgan, roll investigation. Bucky, roll perception. We'll start here. JJ, what'd you get?
A 16. Or
16?
sorry, that's a 17.
17, even
on
better.
Investigation.
Slightly better. You look over the packages, everything that's in here. Inside of just a standard 10-minute search, you don't see anything addressed to the Lady Gulati. And you do note that it looks as if most of what you'd assume to be larger things has already been moved out from this location. You're looking it over and you can see very clear outlines and dust that sits where pallets of items might have been, especially by that large, almost sliding bay door. It looks as if there's signs and tilled dirt that would lead you to believe that there was recently a cart or a wagon that was loaded here.
How far away is JJ from either Colt or Orville?
At this point, a little over about 200 or so feet. Okay.
Alright.
Morgan, what do we get for investigation?
I got a 15.
15? Okay. You look over and you're looking for any signs of foul play. You do find, what many people you can kind of see, just to be the truth. This place has been ransacked, knocked through, shaken down for what you assume to be mostly valuables. As you look over just the various goods that are left behind, anything kind of too small to be noticed or too out of the way to seemingly be worth the time, you do find in the kind of the far end of the area a large metal looking box that sits all the way to the far southern east end of the room, and there's actually two big kind of trellised shelves that sit in front of it that almost seem to box in the box itself. It's not so much foul play; it just doesn't sit right.
Okay. Can I wander towards it?
Yeah, we walk right up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a metal, almost like a metal crate. You can see whoever did this, there seems to be signs of like a spotty weld that runs the length of the box itself, but it seems a single like sealed object.
Okay. Can I investigate just to see if there's any like markings or anything around it?
Sure.
And then kind of pick it up and shake it.
Well, you can't pick it up to shake it. You look over the box and it's probably about almost 4 to 5 foot wide. And as you kind of reach for it, it feels like it's several hundred pounds.
Gotcha.
Okay. But yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
21.
21. All right. You look over the box and you kind of reach up to it where the back of it reaches the wall. As you feel your hand back there, you feel kind of a hole that is probably no bigger than like the size of a pen.
Okay.
All right. Bucky, perception check. What'd you get?
A 4.
A 4. Dude, there's not even birds out here. You're hearing chirping. There's no birds out here. No way. Guaranteed. Vel, you call out and you shout for Trenton, and you're Trenton, if you didn't hear us, make some noise. No response, no answer. As you keep an ear out, you don't hear anything rustling or banging around. As far as you can tell, there's nobody else here.
Well, can't find the ladies' package, but it looks like they took some shit out of here recently. So I'm not quite sure.
So we need to discover who did this and who's taken what is likely the ladies. What are you looking into, Morgan?
There just seems to be a box over here that is just kind of caged in and just feels weird.
No identification?
Mm-mm. There's a small hole at the back, but that's it.
We could try to open it.
We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's connected. What do you mean it's odd?
Just doesn't look like it belongs, I guess.
Or do we want to try and get more information out of our ghoulish friend, or do we want to try and open this?
Either way.
Yeah, either way.
I don't feel like he's going to be less helpful than Listener Lamont. That's what I think.
Probably accurate.
So perhaps we should see what this is if it seems like it doesn't belong here.
You said it's just thinly welded?
Yeah. There's like a heavy, or not a thin, but there's like a spackled weld that would make one person in this call very, very upset to hear. But it's like big, thick bubbles that run the length of the corner of this box, and seems to kind of hold the joints of these metal walls together. It's like lumpy. It almost looks like somebody took the metal and chewed it up like bubble gum and then like spat it on the corner. I hope it hurts you, Colt. I hope it hurts you to hear this.
Oh, it hurts me a lot. It also hurts me that I'm like, well, see, what you got to do is you got to get a DeWalt grinder, and then you got to cut that bit.
So what do you want to do, Morgan?
I'm going to turn and ask how you guys think we should open this.
You said there's a hole in the back?
There is, yeah. It's very small.
Does it look like a keyhole, or does it look like just a hole?
Just felt like a small, maybe 3-centimeter hole. I'm not sure. I have a small mirror mounted on a metal handle that I could kind of angle to look.
Yeah, I suppose we could do that.
Is that what you're doing?
do you guys think?
Yes, if you think you can open it without us damaging it.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the small hole.
Okay. You extend out the little iron rod that you have with a small kind of dental mirror at the edge of it. You reach back behind here, and using your dark vision, you kind of see the reflection in the mirror. You look, and yeah, about a little over about 4 or 5 inches down from the back of the box itself, seems to be a marking that seems almost etched into the metal. It looks to be a cracked anvil, and right where the crack in the anvil is, you can see a circular hole. And again, it's about no bigger across than like a pen.
I'll communicate that with them.
All right.
Would we have any idea what that anvil symbol could connect to?
You can roll history. I don't know. It's an anvil. It's decorative, purely decorative.
Some dwarven shit.
No, why would I make it dwarven? Oh wait, yeah. Anyway,
Well, I don't have anything particularly that wouldn't cause more harm than good if I even tried it. I mean, we could go back and tell the other folks, see if they can maybe try and pry it open or something.
Bucky does have a crowbar. Might be able to use that.
Yes, well, let's reconvene then, see what else we might be able to get out of our green friend. Someone should probably stay here with this. It's obvious he didn't work alone.
JJ will stay back, and she'll start trying to tidy up at least a little bit and trying to make somewhat of neat piles.
okay. So JJ stays behind, starts cleaning up. The rest of you are heading back.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you guys make way. Cut to Colt. You find a bundle of twigs, branches, and discarded shrubbery. You start kind of collecting it up to make a kindling for a fire. Orville, from beneath you, you hear like trying to talk, but definitely there's a whole butt in his face. Are you guys just waiting for them to return, or is there anything you guys want to do?
I am wetting some of the wood.
Mhm.
And not all of it, just a few pieces.
Okay.
Then creating a fire. Then probably gonna grab like a tree branch that I can grab and kind of just create like a smoke signal. Warden Costa seems to be attracted to fires, so.
All right. So
She'll.
You make a small pyre and start kind of like venting the smoke to make the smoke burn, kind of catch as you wave the tree branch. It really just starts smoking up and making a kind of a big, almost like a signal fire at this point. Orville, anything you want to do?
I'm quite content to just keep this fellow where he's at.
All right, easy enough to do. Yeah, the smoke goes up into the air, and it is seemingly, it goes all the way through. As Bucky, Morgan, and Vel return back to your group, you guys can see the smoke coming up from their location upon your approach, and then very clearly you see Colt fanning these flames, and you see Orville sitting, just babysitting as best he can. What do y'all want to do?
Convey the information that we didn't find anything, and there's an odd metal box.
See, you got to get a DeWalt grinder. I'm telling you.
DeWalt doesn't exist. There's no real DeWalt.
We all know about your storied history.
Would I know anything about like welding in this world? If it's something common?
I mean, even like really early welding was still existent. I mean, you guys have swords and tempered steel and iron. It's not uncommon for things like this to be done. Definitely, it's the older way where it's just heating up or superheating a piece of metal and pressing it and slowly bending and very much meticulously forming pieces of metal together. It's not anything as technically savvy as what you guys have here, but you're also in a world where a trainee wizard could probably earn a welder's salary with the firebolt spell, or produce flame and just sit there and heat metal all day if need be. So it's not terribly uncommon to see something like this, albeit a bit
We also
crude.
don't know if that box is pertinent. We need to find Mr. Quass, and we only have one clue, and that's Timmy here.
You stand up. Oh God. Oh, Vecna, man, you guys, I was gonna suffocate under that baby.
You don't need to breathe.
Yeah, that's right. All right, jig's up. Yep, you got me. So, ground's real nice and all, but why don't you dig me out now? You've had your fun.
We certainly could arrange that. We just need some truth out of you.
All right, what do you want to know?
Where's the real Trenton Quass?
Not here.
Where is not here?
Oh, he thinks about this for a second. He thinks it over. He goes, it's definitely not where the ship was docked. Certainly not there. You shouldn't look there.
Right, and who do you work with, aside from your mummy lord friend?
Just the mummy lord, mostly. Frank.
Frank.
Yeah.
Who's
I work
Frank?
with Frank. He's a nice guy. Picked him up in a graveyard a few months back. Real hard worker. Misses his
Good place
kids.
to get friends.
Yeah, good place. Good place to get friends. I get that. And Dragon. Dragon's a nice guy.
And you all just knock over trading posts every so often?
Yes. That's definitely what we do. You figured it out. Crack the case.
Mm-hmm.
Modern
What
day
exactly were you looking for?
me? It's all on that horse. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to rip those envelopes up and lick the postage. The glue gets you real high.
I understand. But what was Dragon looking for then? And Frank, what did they find and leave with you here?
He looks around and you see this like really big shit-eating grin. He goes, Dragon wanted to dragon these nuts across your face. And he just sits and laughs.
I knew it. I knew it was going to come out somewhere.
Ah, it's so good.
That does sound nice, but we have more important things to take care of.
You see this like deadpan look like, shit, I thought that would be really offensive. Okay, great.
Well, I find us with only a few options. One is to go check out where we know the trading post was connected to at the docks. Or we can wait for the warden, but losing time is something we may not be able to do. Or we could figure out what's with this box. Personally, I think we should go and take a look around the ship. We should leave our garden as it is here.
Okay. I think that's a good plan since we are still on this mission.
Should Colt and I stay here with this fella until maybe somebody else shows up, or?
Sorry, what was that? You were the quietest I've ever heard you.
Should Colt and
There we
I
go.
stay around here with this fella until the warden shows up and we can have him properly dealt with? while y'all go
I really don't
look around?
think that we should split up. And I don't think that Timmy here matters.
Whoa. That's offensive. I matter plenty.
Well, you've made some poor choices. You've made bad friends. And they've dragged you into this situation.
I see what you did there. That was pretty good. Tell you what. You guys dig me up out of this hole. And, maybe we can come to an arrangement or something. Yeah? You guys like stuff? I could tell you something. But I want a deal.
What
Sorry,
sort
did
of
we-
deal?
Sorry, did we ask him if he knew where the real Trenton was?
Yes.
Definitely
He's
not,
not
by the
here,
docks.
and he's definitely not at the docks.
Okay, cool.
Definitely not. I wouldn't waste your time there.
Sorry, I was ordering food. My bad.
If you check the docks, you'll be wasting time, and he might be very unalive by the time you find him.
That's fine. Undead's worked for you pretty well, hasn't it?
I mean,
I'm-
yeah, it kind of
See?
has.
Nothing
Yeah,
will
it's
be
been-
wrong with him then.
Yeah, he got me there.
Anybody else want to just kill this guy? I'm really tired of this shit.
Yeah, kill
I kind of
me.
like him.
Do it. Kick my head in.
Do not kill him.
No, do it.
Why don't we just bury him and come back for him later?
I like that idea.
Well,
It'll be
rude.
fine. We'll
He still
come
has
get
a
you.
worm
It'll be
wiggling
like
in
the
his
first
eye.
time you came out of the grave.
Yeah. First time's the best time. It's a lot of good stuff. So, since we're getting all acquainted here, again, I feel like you guys are some good people. So, how about that offer on the table again? I feel like we got off the bad foot. All right. I tell you where the rest of the crew is, and you don't turn me in, and you unbury me, and I don't know what else I can offer you. What else do you guys like?
You already told us where they are.
Did I? Or
Yes.
wasn't it an elaborate ruse?
No, it's not.
Suit yourself.
Yep.
He wiggles his head a little bit. He's like, I'm gonna make some earthworm friends then. They'll listen to me.
It'd be a real shame if you got buried and then just forgotten about for a long, long time.
Shame
Yeah.
I'm not more powerful. I could just take control of him. Anyways,
Well-
we should get headed to the docks. Bury
That's-
him further.
It's an assault. Hey, you tell him about leaving him in the grave. He goes, yeah, that'd be a real shame. Please don't leave me in the ground. I would hate that.
I don't know how to deal with these kinds. I don't know how to make fun of you or anything. I'm tired of your shit, and I'm gonna smack him with the back of my sword, just a light smack.
Listen, if you want to kill him, but he wanted it, so there might be a hemorrhoid curse or something you get out of it.
Terrible, evil mummy lord hemorrhoid curse. You got it.
Let's stop talking about this curse until we find another wizard that can take it off of me or off of us or.
You're not
whoever's got it.
cursed.
You're gonna be doomed unless you dig me out of this hole, boy. Let me tell you
He's a
that.
ghoul.
What? That is offensive and mildly racist.
The worst he can do is give you a little bit of a rash from a bite.
Whoa, a little bit. See his neck? Look at that thing. That's impressive. You can see there's like blackened blood all up by where Colt was paralyzed.
Impressive.
You're like, look at that. That's the mark of a real Drethghoul. Let me tell you that right there.
Now we're just wasting time. We need to continue on.
I would never waste your
Or don't.
time in an attempt to slow
Let's
you
go.
down. I
And
wouldn't
start
do that.
walking.
You start walking away.
I wish that we could have been friends. I'll make some of you later.
Wait, come back. Argue with me some more.
Bucky uses mold earth to bury him about 5 feet down.
Oh, God.
Deuces.
Oh, wait, I guess I can do it the fun way.
I can't wait to get some of those of my own.
And then I'm gonna mark the earth with a big X
Alright.
with my.
Nice.
right, you
So
mark
now
a
we
big
know
X
where
over
he
it. Got it. What do you guys want to do?
Follow
should
the
we-
path where the cart would have gone to head to the docks.
All right. So you guys gather up what you have here. Colt.
Oh, and
you-
get JJ.
Oh yeah, go get JJ from the building. You guys, the 5 of you, start making way. Like, all right, let's go to this boat. And you get it probably about 30 foot, maybe 40 foot away, and suddenly it's like, I feel like we're forgetting something. Cut to JJ sitting around, just like, you know, some people prefer alphabetical, but Dewey Decimal really figured it out. Like, starts organizing mail. A few minutes pass, you guys return back, go, JJ, come on, we're leaving.
What about the box? Are we just gonna leave it?
It's too heavy for anyone
isn't
to
going
easily
anywhere.
move. We can check it out later.
That's true. All right, let's go.
All right. So you guys collect JJ, remember her, and begin to make your way back towards the path leading towards the dock for where this presumed ferry or boat would be. As we do so, let's go ahead and we're going to take a break right here, folks. So we're going to come back. Let's see here. We usually do 15 minutes, but I feel like 15 minutes takes forever. What are you guys feeling? 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Where are we at? Boop, boop, boop.
10's
10?
fine.
10's good.
10?
10's
10?
good.
Okay, so we'll do 10 minutes. So that's going to bring us to 9:03 is when we'll come back. So we're going to take a 10-minute break for everyone watching. We will be back with more Dungeons and Dragons, but a lot less ghoul people. Or wait, maybe more ghoul people. We don't know. We'll see you guys soon, and see you in a bit. Bye. Bam! And we're back. Did I get it? Everyone's where they're supposed to be. Look at that. I'm almost a professional, but not really. Oh, I lost my hat. Let me do that. Let me get rid of my terrible hair.
Your hair's wonderful. Boy.
There we go. Awful hair. Bam. We fixed it, America. The hat remains. All right, so that's where we're going for break. Coming right back to it, where we last left off only 10 minutes ago. We were, or rather the group was, deciding to move on from their ghoulish encounter to search out and find Trenton Quas and get to the bottom of this whole ordeal. In doing so, you all head back from the trading post. Exactly. Someone gets a chant going. Good for them. Someone heads back from you all head back from the trading post and make your way down the path leading closer towards the river that runs through Hunter's Reach. In doing so, you travel for a little under about half an hour or so by foot. and eventually come to a break in the trees. You can see kind of a rocky cliffside that begins to ascend from the general landscape and add some elevation to the area. As you all are approaching along the pathway, who is in front of your group? Who is currently leading?
I guess I'll lead.
Roll perception, Colt.
Ooh, dang. 16.
16. You come up and you begin to see the kind of the pathway continue on from this kind of rocky outcropping. And it continues on for quite some time. You can begin to hear the echoing waves and crashing of the river that runs through this land. However, you do note to your left, as you approach, a break in the rocks, and you can hear gravel shifting and tumbling down further from this rocky outcropping.
I'll relay that information to the group. So does it sound like a mudslide?
It kind of sounds like if stone was being disturbed. It kind of has that rocky, kind of like gravelly sound, as if like stone and dirt's being kicked up.
Is it like a path?
Yeah, there's a path to your left that cuts through this stone outcropping. It has a bit of elevation and kind of leads up further into what is effectively a cliffside that reaches in the bend near Grim Village's river.
It's not big enough for a wagon, though, right?
By the looks of it, no. You might be able to fit like a donkey-pulled cart up here, but definitely not a whole wagon.
Do we want to check it?
I mean, it might be nothing, but maybe it's probably better to be safe than sorry, I suppose.
Especially if it concerns Our Lady's belongings.
I kind of agree with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a quick look then.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys head up the stone-born path. You rise a couple, probably about 40 or 50 feet at an incline as you kind of march up and cautiously move in. Colt is leading. Are you guys attempting to be stealthy, or are you guys just marching up the cliffside? Rather hillside, kind of. Splitting the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I'd suggest stealth.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm
All right.
Sure, I'm in.
So everyone go ahead and roll stealth.
Yay. So much stealth. All the stealth.
All the stealth. I will call you out for it. Bucky, what'd you get?
16.
16. JJ, what'd you get?
8.
8. Colt, what'd you get?
3.
Oh, God, you guys are great. Morgan, what'd you get?
15.
15. Orville, what'd you get?
12.
Vel, what'd you get?
6.
6. All right, so that's a nice even passive 10 as the group moves through. You guys hunch over, you do the stereotypical Skyrim crawl, trying to be really stealthy, and as you do so, you hear from Colt's chainmail. You guys hear your boots crunching on the stone walking up. At one point, you kind of hear that, you start moving branches out of the way of the path, messing with moss, kicking up dirt. You're definitely, there's no way anything could hear you. As you approach and come into view, attempt to be as stealthy as possible, you look over and you can see 4 individuals that are currently occupied with a number of kind of movement of cargo. You can see 2 of them that are currently standing atop about a 15-foot rise, and they're currently kind of waiting with arms outstretched, clad in what seems to be metal armor. The other 2 are currently wobbling back and forth, carrying a large pressed trunk that has a heavy set lock on it, and they're currently leading it over to the wall. Yep, easy enough. Let me just show you guys. Easy enough to do this. Let's do this. We'll close that. We'll do this. Oh, I spelled thief wrong. Oh, it's not going to do it. There we go. Bam. So, coming up on this pathway here, let me see if I can pull this in and clean that up there. There we go. And let's go ahead. Actually, we're going to move that here. Boop. And we'll move everyone in here. There's a Colt. There's a Bucker. There's a JJ. There's a Morgan. There's an Orville. There's a Vet. Boom. Slide that back over so we can see dice rolls. Reduce. Pull over.
You want to switch me and Vel if I'm leading? Oh, okay.
I'm working on it. Jeez.
Sorry. I was going to say, like...
DMing.
Sorry.
Calm
right,
down. It'll all work out in the end.
Calm thyself. Boop. And boop. All right, so you see these armored individuals kind of moseying along and carrying a heavy-set trunk. As you approach, you see that the two on the cliffside are wearing kind of full metal helmets, but the two that are carrying this trunk have bleached bone white skin, or I'm sorry, bleached bone white bone, there we go, instead of skin. And they are very clearly some type of skeletal creatures that are working to kind of lift up and move this trunk up to the side of the cliff. With a group stealth of 10, you beat their passive perception of 8. They have not recognized or noticed you there.
Undead are so good.
They're kind of boneheads, not gonna lie.
Huh.
It's all dad jokes. That's all we got here, folks.
What?
Bucky's gonna mold earth to make it difficult terrain right where they're moving.
Okay. You see them kind
Just
of fumble
quietly.
and stumble. You cast the spell. They stumble and but don't seem to be able to vocalize anything much in the way the ghoul in the ground could. They stumble a little bit, but past that, they continue to move with almost mindless purpose.
Velithil, you're like, you do all the dead people stuff. Do you have any idea what to do about these, or am I just gonna kill them?
Oh, well, they're already dead, so you can't kill them. But you can re-dead them. More importantly, they are under someone's control. Undead don't act on their own. So we're just going to stop them now.
All right, I guess I'll kill them again.
Re-dead.
Re-dead. So what do you want to do, Colt?
All right. So I will sneak between the
Don't.
two that are closest.
They have not noticed Colt. They're currently lifting. They're currently lifting this box up, and you're as they continue to
Orville, you might want to move up too. The rest
hand
of
off
us
the
can
box.
rest take aim.
I would also like to move up.
Okay. Where do you want to be?
Diagonal bottom left to Colt. Perfect.
All right. You walk up, kick some stones. The skeletons go. Continue to pass this crate along.
I'll hold a Toll the Dead for whichever one gets hit first.
Okay. JJ, what do you want to be doing?
I want to get up on kind of the edge of the cliff almost to the next level up.
So like here-ish?
Yeah.
Like standing on a little bit of a raised platform? So we'll put you there.
Yeah, because I'm going to try and get up on the next ledge, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Morgan, what do you want to do? You're muted.
Yeah, I realized that.
Gotcha.
I guess I'll just hang back and take aim and see what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Plan is.
Bucky?
I'll move so I can get a line of sight on that first one.
Okay. Easy move. All right. And are you holding anything or what?
I'm gonna put my hex on it if I can out of combat.
Okay. What, like your Hexblade's curse or your...
I'm gonna drop my concentration on my last hex and put a new one down.
Okay. Well, your last one probably would have been gone already, but
Okay.
easily enough. So you just another spell slot off.
Yep.
You rehex this. You see one of them kind of shake and shiver a little bit, but doesn't seem to fully understand what's going on with it. They hand off the large chest they're moving, and what do you guys do? Colt?
Let's take a swing.
All right. You roll to hit.
I'm gonna do my samurai stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it too, just because I need it. So yeah, fighting spirit. So I'll give myself advantage, and I get
Okay.
temporary hit points.
So you guys watch as Colt slowly draws his long sword and makes a display of it being out of the sheath.
I'm gonna two-hand my longsword this time too.
Okay, sword overhead, and a roar as you unleash your fighting spirit. The skeletons turn and definitely can see you now, but go ahead and roll to hit.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That's gonna be a whole 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
Yep.
Let's see here. All right. Yeah, the skeleton takes it right to the chest and kind of just like and just makes a rattling sound from its bones. In doing so, Vel, your ready to action goes off?
Yep. Wisdom save.
No. Skeleton says no. I rolled an 11. I get a 10.
I'm gonna retire that die. That's 1 point of necrotic damage.
Takes it. Orville, what are you doing?
We are going to unleash a flurry of blows on the one directly in front of me.
All right, go for it.
13 to hit.
13 to hit, will hit.
More than 13. It's 18. And a 22.
Okay, roll damage.
6 on the first one.
Okay.
10 on the second.
Okay.
And 10 on the third.
All right. The one in front of you, you unleash 3 hits. Boom, boom, boom. You can hear the rattling of their armor and their bones. It crumbles and breaks. You can hear the shattering of its bones, and it crumples down to the ground. I'm sorry, Morgan, you had your bow out. Go ahead and take a shot if you'd like. There's the one that Colt has already hit.
Can I slide up to where he was to get the disengage after flurry on top of his corpse?
Sure, go for it. That's fine.
Yeah, thanks.
Is there a possibility that I'll hit JJ if I aim right there?
I mean, there's always a chance.
Can I aim at one of the back ones that's holding the chest?
Yeah, sure. Either one of these ones up top?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. One closest to you, go ahead and roll to hit. They are elevated 15 feet up.
Okay. It's a 23.
I don't know why we were concerned about hitting anybody. Yes, you definitely hit.
I swear it's like I'm cheating.
Sharpest eyes in the west.
And that's not sneak attack, so...
No, there's no ally
That
within
would
5 feet of
be-
you.
6 damage.
6 damage. He will take it. You shoot an arrow straight through its chest, and it goes through the other side because ribcage. Bucky, you hexed one. JJ, that's where we're at. So go ahead and everyone here goes quickly roll initiative, and I will ask for your initiative score real quick. Boop, boop.
Fastest wizard in the west.
Fastest wizard in the
Damn.
west.
I'll take that challenge.
All right. Anyone got a 20 or higher?
24.
Holy
Oh,
God.
damn.
Oh my God.
Hey, I got the max I could. Natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Who had a 24? JJ.
Myself
Any-
as well.
Orville. 20 or higher. I heard Vel, and who else?
22.
I
Vel.
also got it. I got a 22 as well.
Okay. Colt. Bucky, what'd you get?
15.
Okay. Morgan, what'd you get?
A 9.
Okay. So we're going to run through this real quick. Morgan, you might not get a turn. JJ, what do you do?
JJ is gonna move up to that guy kind of in the center of that triangle. She's gonna climb up.
Oh, right. Wait, guy in the center of the triangle. Hold on. This one here?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
you hop up on the ledge, run your way over, get in between them.
Yep, and she's gonna try and hit the one up top, I guess.
Sure.
She wants to hit the one up top. Yeah.
Swing up, easy enough to do.
Let's see. That's a 12 plus.
Yes.
Okay.
Ominous music.
An 18.
18?
Yeah.
Hits, yeah. Damage, please.
Great.
What are you talking about?
Fine.
Nothing is ominous here.
Oh, that's great damage. He takes 5 points of damage.
5 points, takes it.
Yeah.
Anything else return?
Nope.
Okay. Orville, your go. What do you want to do?
Ooh, can I position myself diagonally top left of JJ in between the other two fellas?
Sure. Wait, like top left, like past here?
Yeah.
You'll take a free strike.
That's fine.
Okay. So you climb up, that's 30 foot, and then whoop. You have 40 foot movement speed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So easily enough, this skeleton here will take a free strike on you.
AC 16.
He has +4 to hit, and I rolled a 12, so 16.
Yep.
Okie dokie dokes. He'll swing at you for 4 points of damage as he slices at you with his bony hand.
Ah!
Meh. Okay, and you're there. What do you want to do?
All right. Top. I'm gonna start by swinging on the top one.
This one here?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
That is a whopping 9 to hit.
9 will miss, surprisingly.
All right. We're gonna go for a flurry of blows then.
All right, go for it. That's another key point down for the day.
Yep. 12 to hit.
12 will also miss.
And third strike. 22.
22, much like Street Fighter, third strike. Great game. Hits.
10 points.
Yep. Two big swings. Third one, sweep the leg, Johnny. Breaks the skeleton.
And then I will disengage and move 10 feet to the left.
How do you disengage?
Drunken Master.
Oh,
Whenever I take flurry of blows, I get the bonus of disengage and plus 10 feet.
Be that way. Drunk guy.
Yeah.
You're not even drunk. That's fine. So you move off and continue on your way. Is that your turn?
That's good for me.
All right, Vel, your turn.
I'll step forward 10 feet.
Boop-a-doo. So, no. 5, 10.
And let's try and finish this lower one down.
Okay. What do we
So give me another wisdom save.
need? Wisdom save. I got a 6.
1 point of necrotic damage.
You're consistent, if nothing else.
I'm really fast, but I'm super not powerful.
Zoom Zoom Wizard. Is that your go?
Yeah.
All right, Colt, your go. One of the skeletons has been pelted with necrotic energy.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna move Catty Corner to be flanking that one with JJ.
Between here and JJ, this line, I know you can see my little icon. I can see it on stream.
Oh, okay.
It's
a
15
ridge.
foot different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a ridge up.
Okay. So never
climbing
mind.
up.
Never mind. So yeah, I'll just stay there, and I will go ahead and swing again.
Swing again.
I don't know if I should use the Fighting Spirit thing. I
Ah.
have a feeling I won't use it yet.
We
Awesome.
are fighting spirit.
I don't think
Anyone
I
trained
need
in
it.
insight can clearly tell this is definitely the masterminds.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Big hefty two-handed swing of your longsword. Go right ahead, roll damage.
Okay. 10 damage.
Okay, easily enough, the sword cleaves through the front chest and breaks through the sternum of this skeleton, shattering its bones into pieces. You feel it break apart and explode into splinters of bone and fragment.
And I guess I'll stay down here. I'll keep down here for now.
Okay, Bucky, your turn.
All right. Do I have a line of sight on that last skeleton?
Yes, you do. You're currently drawing a line through JJ though, so it does have a slight improvement to its miraculous super high AC.
All right. I'll move my hex onto that, and then
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Go right ahead, roll to hit.
All right, 19 to hit.
Yes, you've destroyed him. Go ahead and roll damage.
15 damage.
Okay, easily enough. Morgan, you can save your arrow.
Fuck yeah.
Easily enough, you Bucky, you move your hex. You can see the kind of nature-based magic or hex move from the bones of one skeleton onto another, almost like a transition of pollen leaves this creature onto another one. And a fiery bolt of green eldritch energy strikes it in the chest and blows it apart like it's a physics model in Skyrim. The skeletons drop. Their armor and scraps clink to the ground around them. The large case that they were currently transitioning over kind of tilts off and falls down from where the last skeleton was holding it in place. It clatters at a 15-foot fall and breaks open. And inside you can see various sundry goods, collections of very well-tailored suits, dresses, and scarves. They are dead.
What kind of weapons did they have?
You look them over. Looking them over, it appears that each one of them did not carry a weapon. You do look, and Vel can see this as well. It looks as if their hands, their bony fingers, have been sharpened to a deathly point.
Wonder who did that. Not Vel, though.
Vel
No, but it's a good idea.
puts her nail file away. Definitely not me.
So there's another necromancer afoot.
Well, now we just have to hope that we didn't just destroy someone's servants and luggage. Hopefully this is connected to the ghoul.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, shit.
Can I get a read on if this is more stolen packages, or?
Sure. Easily enough, walking up to the now blown open trunk, you look it over, and as the force of the fall ripped it open, you do see on the outside a sticker, or rather a piece of kind of wet paper that seems to have been slapped on and glued to the outside of this, that does list quas questing and explorations, and then it kind of has a seal of sealing. And it just says, like, if broken, consult for insurance purposes.
Sure. Right, we're on the right track then. Let's follow where they were going.
Right. Can I look up the cliffside here?
Orville, get in the room.
Sure. You look up the cliffside and you don't quite see anything past that. However, you do look further down from your current path, which I should be able to move the map. And you can see further along, right about here-ish, the entrance to a very dark cave.
Hey guys, there's a cave over this way.
We should prepare some torches, probably.
Why?
For who?
I don't have dark vision.
Oh.
Feels bad.
Oh, you don't?
What's it like being the
No.
human in the group?
I get a lot of other cool shit.
Satyrs
You-
don't have that.
You grew you have the short straw in the genetic lottery, kid.
We'll
I
get
have
you some
magic
goggles of
resistance.
the night eventually.
Magic resistance, but no dark vision.
That's crazy. Well, Bucky, yeah, if you want, you can grab a torch as you guys all prepare to head in.
Yep.
All right. Who wants to lead the exploration inside?
Should I just keep leading the meat shield?
You're a pretty good option for that, being the meat shield. I didn't want to
all
call
right.
you that earlier when you were embarrassed about going first. But you are made of a lot of meat. Very useful resources.
It's the meat man.
All right, I guess.
You'd make a great zombie.
No, I'm good. I'm all right.
Zombie,
I'm quite fine
zombie.
being alive and not looking like that green guy that was an asshole.
No, I mean...
Excuse you, fella.
Not
Racism.
you, Orville.
Racism, plain and simple.
I mean, we're like kin and stuff. I mean,
We're like
Not you.
kin and stuff, he says. All right, so Colt leading the way. Boop.
First hobgoblin to admit that he's related to a goblin.
Who's following up behind Colt?
I'll follow up.
Okay.
I'll
Boop-doop.
take a kind of center position.
Center position. Boop-doop. Bucky, where do you want to be?
Towards the back.
Towards the back, he says. Boop.
Yeah.
Morgan, where do you want to be?
I can bring up the rear.
All the way in the rear. JJ, where do you want to be?
She'll be kind of, I guess, between Orville and Phil.
Okay. Boop. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all 6 of you. Boop. So, Bucky lights a torch. The rest of you begin to assemble and head in. Bucky makes it in time to kind of get in front of Moore, or rather, he thinks he does, but she kind of just lets him go in front of her. Colt, you wander into this cave, and you can see small pitched motes of fire already within the cave. There are kind of dwindling flames that exist on the outward edges of much of the cave. Boom. And you can hear from inside the rustling kind of movement from up ahead. What do you want to do? And we're just going to keep the initiative order from last time.
Oh, okay.
I won't rob everyone of their 20s and craziness. But I should.
I'm gonna stealth.
Okay.
Start moving stealthily through as
Sure.
best I can. Are we keeping the stealth rolls too?
Go ahead and re-roll stealth. I'll be nice.
It doesn't matter for me because I have to roll at disadvantage. So
You can roll 2 17s. I believe in you.
I believe in you. Yeah, go for it. Roll stealth. Roll the magic
let's
of quiet.
see. Well, I got a 14.
Okay, and
Ooh, and a nat 20.
so
All right,
14 it is.
maybe it was. Maybe that's not too bad. All right.
Disadvantage is not the worst thing in the world.
So you move up 5 feet slowly and surely. You continue moving 5 feet further, and then you finally get to the kind of crossroads, pressing yourself flat against the stone. You see down from this other area. Can we load it? Let's figure it out. Will this load? This is why you don't preset your map. This is why you should preset your maps. The exact reason why. Where, oh where, oh where, oh where, oh where, oh where, oh where. It's all my beautiful tokens. They're super nice. Internet.
They're pretty.
Steal them all. Just steal all the things from the internet. Oh, too many pages, let me tell you that. There we go. So, you see a group of individuals that appear very skeletal in nature, currently working to collect what appears to be various crates and boxes. You note there's a break, almost a fissure-like thing, kind of going through. And you can see that as the 5 of them are moving boxes closer to the fissure, they are currently ripping and breaking, and you can hear, for the rest of you, you can hear wood echoing out and kind of making a loud clattering sound as they kind of like start digging through. And you can see that they're reaching their hands in, and you're watching legitimately like piles of clothing, solid iron, like bricks and like trade goods, trade bars, and things of actual value like jewelry and pearls. And they currently are digging through this luggage and dropping things in the fissure. And every so often you'll see one like stop and pull out like a smaller item and kind of like hold it up, and you hear like a, not so much like a language, but like a chattering of its jaw, and then kind of like hold whatever the smaller thing would be and break it, and then kind of dump it down the crevasse and just let it tumble down. You continue to hear the kind of echoing, shattering sounds of this. From up ahead, where is it at? There we go. From the other side around the corner, you see another skeletal creature moving back and forth and seeming to work the patrol area. Orville, what do you want to do?
Those like barrels off to the right side of the wall there.
Yep. Small crates and packages that seem to be strewn about, and just a kind of a collection of random goods for the most part.
I'd like to go try and hide behind those.
Sure. Go ahead and roll stealth.
23.
23. You vanish. Let's see here. So you hide behind the crates. Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. JJ, what do you want to be doing?
She'll move up a little bit, probably right behind Orville.
Okay. And roll in stealth.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and do it.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. You are like the knight. Most of your party, other than like maybe Morgan, don't know where the two of you went. As the rogue goes, no, they're right there. They're right there. The Where's Waldo champion of the group goes, they're right there. Vel, what do you want to be doing?
I'll try and move up
Okay.
across from Colt there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
11?
Yep. Seems good. You hear the scuffing of your shoes.
Can I be next to the
There,
one down? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you step on there, you see what Colt sees. You can see this collection of skeletal creatures rattling and dumping various luggage and goods. You can hear them ripping open crates. At one point, one of them, you start hearing like a tumbling sound as one of them is now pouring out an entire crate of apples and like fresh produce just down this fissure. You just hear it tumbling down and breaking. Bucky, what do you want to be doing?
I'm gonna move up next to JJ there.
Whoop-a-doo. Roll stealth.
Yep. 5.
5 total.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a nat 1. Yep.
Okay. You come wandering up. Dunk, 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 dunk. You see the skeleton that is currently patrolling, moving back and forth. It stops and shakes and points a bony finger in your direction, but it moves no closer.
I'm gonna move my hex onto that guy and hex his dex.
Okay. His dex is hexed. Morgan, what do you want to do?
I mean, I guess since there's like kind of a little blockage up ahead, we'll just go behind JJ.
You can move through them if you want.
That's all right.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys see this skeletal creature point directly at Bucky, but seems to not move any closer. Its kind of sharpened, boned fingers just protrude out and angle at him. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna hit that thing right in the face.
Easy to do. Roll to hit.
All right. A 12.
12. You walk up, swing, big heavy miss. It will take its reaction to attack the first thing that moves within it. Whoop. Can we slide this over so I can get my rolling back in? There we go. And we'll roll it. 20 to hit.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. We'll come across for 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
You hear it rattle out in just a heavy, big swing, but doesn't seem to capitalize on the movement. we'll go into where we're at for standings. So we will look at Colt. Bucky, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that one that my hex is on.
Go right ahead.
Oof, 8.
8 to hit.
Yep.
You hear a big, heavy, echoing burst as the Eldritch Blast slams into the wall nearby, and stones from overhead kind of shake off and gravel falls to the ground. You miss. Let's see here. That was Bucky. Morgan, what do you want to do?
I don't even know what to do at this moment.
Ba-doop-doop.
I guess I could move forward between Vel.
Okay. You move on up. You see the skeleton and its skeleton buddies that are still preoccupied emptying various crates and luggage.
Mm-hmm. I guess I can aim at that guy that Colt's fighting.
Sure. Go right
Hope I
ahead.
don't hit him.
Fingers crossed.
That's a 20.
20 will strike past Colt's shoulder and slam into the chest of this creature. You can roll to hit, and you have sneak attack.
That is a 13.
13. You crash. Your arrow slams into the chest of this creature. You see it break through its back, and pieces of it rumble and shake, and it crumbles to the ground and just clatters where it's at. The noise from this encounter, including Bucky's Eldritch Blast, doesn't seem to do anything as far as for notice from the other skeletal creatures. And the path seems clear. What do y'all want to do?
It's obvious we need to work our way downward. These gentlemen are just moving things. We want to proceed on the northern path.
Well, I feel like if we don't deal with them, they might come around and backstab us.
Good point.
We could also potentially alert somebody with the noise.
More importantly, if they stop depositing things, whoever they're sending it to will know that something's happened up here.
That's a good point too.
Mhm.
All right, let's keep moving then.
All right. So you guys just moving down further still? Okay. Colt, are you going first?
Yep.
Okay. Colt, you begin walking straight forward. The rest of the group begins to file in. You continue moving to right about here, and it is at this point, Colt, you hear a twing, a rip, and you look down, you can see a metal wire has been snapped open. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
If I fail this, I'm doing my hobgoblin thing.
Sure.
Save and face.
Go right ahead.
Ooh, okay. 19.
19. All right. Woohoo. So, as you snap this, you can hear a small canister fall down from the ceiling and hit the ground. A spray of a green mist erupts out into your face. You manage to kind of move back away from the wall as best you can, and you can see that the stone around this green mist begins to corrode and erode away. You take 6 points of acid damage, but ignore the other bulk of this kind of mist as it slowly begins to float heavily down to the ground. You can hear a sizzling and burning sound on the rocks.
And I'm looking pretty beat up now.
You know, you were beat up to start with, so you're good.
Maybe someone that's good at like checking for traps might want to lead on this one. I'm not the
Probably
best
me
at
or
that.
Morgan.
Is this where Mage Hand comes in handy?
Yes, I don't know anything about magic, but Joel says yes.
Asking out of character.
Yeah.
All right. So, Morgan, are you
I've
taking
taken-
point?
Yeah, sure. I've taken no damage, so I think I'm okay.
All right, easily enough. So, let's see here. So you move up. You begin to look across the area. Go ahead and give me a. Let's see here. Go ahead and give me an investigation check to look for further traps.
That's a 20.
All right. You look across and you can see just up ahead, a little bit further from your position. Whoa, not bad. I'm gonna grab Morgan. There we go. Oh, this program's gonna kill me today. There we go. Just up from your position, past this kind of collection of broken and discarded crates, you can see up at this next kind of junction right here, another series of wires that seem outstretched across the cavern. As you look up, you can see that there are yet more canisters hanging from the ceiling.
Can I use Mage Hand to activate them? Away
Yeah.
from them?
You wanna use Mage Hand to like disable the trap?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Thieves' Tools check using your Mage Hand, so it's just Dexterity +2 plus your D20.
So that's a D20 and then plus a dexterity throw?
Yep, plus a Dexterity saving throw, effectively Dexterity saving throw, because it's going to be your Dexterity plus your stuff.
Okay. So just to be clear, am I rolling 2 d20s? I'm confused.
Nope, just one D20,
Mhm.
and you're going to add your Dexterity, and you're going to add +2 because proficiency, because you're proficient with your Thieves' Tools. You're just using
Okay,
your
cool.
Mage Hand to do it.
So 24.
Okay, 24. You easily enough, you send your Mage Hand up towards these canisters, and just with a pair of clippers, you stand underneath, you clip with your Mage Hand, the canisters fall down, you catch them. If you'd like, you can add to your sheet, you have 3 acid canisters.
Sick.
Those help us open that box.
Maybe. So, from further up ahead, as the trap is disabled, you guys kind of move in. Morgan, you can see a dead end, a stone wall sits before you.
Okay. Can I investigate it to see if there's any notches or...
Sure. Go ahead and give it a once
I'd
over.
like to help her.
Sure. Are you trained in investigation?
You
Vel?
betcha.
All right. So Vel moves up. Morgan, go ahead and roll investigation at advantage. Since you have an assistant.
Thank God.
Thank God for an assistant.
I got a 15.
15. Okay.
Mhm.
You look over the kind of stonework, and as you kind of move your hand across it, you don't quite see anything that points out or no obvious signs of anything here. However, you, with a 15, you note on the ground in front of it a small piece of like discarded fur. Peeling it back, there seems to be something carved into the stone. What languages do you read?
Common, Elvish, Goblin, and just thieves can't.
All right. In Elvish, it reads, or it translates to, "It comes only before, it comes only after, rises only in darkness, but rises only in light. It's always the same, but yet is always different."
Sounds like the moon.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with that.
Can you repeat that again, real quick?
It comes only before, it comes only after, rises only in darkness, but rises only in light. It is always the same, but yet it is always different.
I think it's the sun. I think it's light.
I think that's the moon.
If it rises in darkness, yeah.
And it's ever changing, but it's always the same thing.
Can someone type it to me so it's not repeated over the stream one more time?
Is there like a hatch or something above us?
You look up above you and just seems like a stone roof. I think I can. I'm gonna lose cameras real quick. Boop boop. There you go. Posted in our BS.
And you said that's an Elvish?
That is written in Elvish.
The tide? I'm thinking the tide. Tide rises and tide does rise in the light. Tide also rises in the dark. Waves coming in and out.
But this
Go back and forth.
only rises in darkness, but rises only in light.
Yeah, the moon. The moon controls the tide. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah, the moon. Show it your butt.
Does anyone here happen to be a druid with moonlight?
Are you being serious, Bucky?
Sure, why not?
Uh,
Give it a try.
Alrighty then.
Just as Orville is gonna do his little stunt, JJ's gonna say the Elvish word for moon.
Okay. You pronounce moon in Elven, and you hear this stone behind this wall begin to slowly move and slide against each other. You hear a kind of soft trickling sound, and for just a moment you see the wall itself kind of shimmer in and out and glow a pale white light. But it seems to be illusory.
Pulling his pants back up. I was gonna go, well, damn, you were right, Bucky.
Oh, damn. Buckle my pants up. This close to Goblin Ass
Knew it was
tonight,
the
folks.
moon.
There's the moon. So yeah, there appears to be a kind of a shimmering doorway. What do you want to do?
JJ will walk through.
All right. JJ peters on through. JJ disappears from behind this door. What do you guys want to do?
Follow.
Follow suit.
Follow me. Okay. All right. You guys head in further.
We're just sheep.
I mean, it's a fog door. We're about to be in Dark
Oop,
Souls. This
wrong
is
one.
definitely a boss.
That's
Alright.
fine, because
Now we're
we'll
talking
just
about-
respawn at the campfire that you made.
Yeah, the bonfire that I made. That's probably burning down the forest right now.
Ooh, that's not it. Oh, that's not it either. Please hold real quick. No, so it's 200. That's what I'm looking for. It's always like hard to like get the aspect ratio for this stuff. All right, so whoop. So you guys travel down through the curtained area. I'm gonna just throw you guys in here again. Boop. 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 Whoop. And whoop. And... Oh, I closed it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Sure did. All right. So, following through the illusionary path, let's go ahead and move this back up here and realign, and then zoom in a bit and fix my math a little. So we'll gotta get off the grid space. So we'll move. Come on. Don't be finicky now. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me so? There we go. I know, right? There we go. All right, so as you guys make your way through, you come into a open room. You can see flowing water that seems to kind of breach the stonework and seems to be rushing past from underneath. There are gaps in the floor, and you can see a group of 3 hooded individuals that have long kind of plague doctor-esque masks. They have these kind of reflective black lenses. You can see them kind of turn in your direction almost eerily and in unison. The individual behind them is donned in what appears to be heavy set armor and kind of looks in your direction. You can see this kind of very heavy looking woodsman's axe in their hand that gleams with a sickening purple in the light of Bucky's torch. As the creature looks over in your direction, you begin to hear this chittering sound, almost like a collection of insects communicating. They kind of sound a little bit like the crickets that were released earlier. Does anyone speak? I don't think anyone speaks this. I'm going to go on a limb here and say no one speaks this. I will check later if I'm wrong. Does anyone have deep speech? Nope. All right. You hear this chittering sound. These individuals kind of move about the cavern, almost seeming in preparation. As they look over in your direction, what do you guys want to do?
I'll move my hex onto the big guy.
Okay.
Gentlemen, we're looking for a friend of ours. Perhaps you've seen him?
You hear this kind of chittering sound, and you slowly hear this kind of just change in the chittering to like more of a reverberating voice. And you hear, "You will find no friend here, no friend at all. You may leave with your lives this day, or you can fight and die here in a shallow grave."
I mean, we're just kind of looking for a package, and we can leave you to do all your weird whatever you're doing.
I permit you to leave with your life, yes.
Can we also leave with the package? It's very important. Please. We don't want to fight. We're tired. I'm tired. This cave is damp. I just want to find this damn package.
Listen, Fred, Dragon, like, we're just trying to move on with our day.
True. Ooh, that's the wrong accent. Truly, we just want to get out of here. We want to go home, and we'll leave you be. We'll really just leave you be. Some idiot sent us this way. Some green idiot.
A green idiot sent you this way. Curious. Then you are but forfeit. Surrender one of your own to join my ranks, and I will leave the other 5 intact.
Are these guys standing in water?
No, they're standing on a stone. You can see it on the map. Come on, man.
I can't see it very well.
Cute. Hold on.
So
Just
we have
looks like-
very important
Can you see it?
mail
No.
that needs delivered.
So
Just
they're
looks
on
like
they're on
gray and
stone
black.
and then water.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
If we give y'all one of us, can we have the package that we're looking for? And then we'll leave?
It depends on the package you are looking for. It might have already washed away in the waterways.
So what is it that you're doing here?
It is none of your concern, child of the forest. I have a question for you. Are any of you true of heart?
True heart.
I'd like to think we're all true of heart, to be honest.
Who among you is the most true of heart?
Definitely not me.
Morgan's like, nah, dude, I got a record, dog.
Just gonna step back from this conversation. Saying about me.
How would you judge someone's heart to be true?
It is a simple matter, really, yes. Step forward, and I will test you. And if you are found true and assist me in this test, I will accept it as a dealing. Simple and easy.
I
That
see
sounds
you're just
fine.
asking someone to walk forward to allow you to cast whatever spell you please upon them, and that's just damn foolish.
I will cast no spell upon you, creature of the gilded flower.
Does that mean anything to me?
That's a very old taunt for elves.
Okay.
It's people who made buildings instead of just living in the forest, since you're a high elf instead of a wood elf.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
One second, Colt.
oh, okay.
You're looking a
Good.
little.
Thank you for stopping me.
You're
I was going to stop you too. No one should do this. It's very stupid.
you're looking a little rough over there. So,
I'm
Mr.
alright.
Over there.
I'm good.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm alright.
Yes. Who is the most good, though? Step forward and be judged. Should you be worthy, your friends will leave with their lives.
Yes, and the one who walks forward will die as a sacrifice to you, and the other 5 get to leave, and we don't get. We came here for. I get your game, and we're not going to play it.
Then you will all die in a spectacular fashion. You see the as he says the or as the creature says this, you hear this hissing and clittering sound, this kind of like clicking together. The 3 robed creatures throw back these blackened robes, and you can see on the inside these kind of bright green vestments on the inner lining of their cloaks. They hold their hands forward, and you can see this sickening green energy begin to form in front of them, and almost you can swear you see a face in the green energy. I need everyone to roll initiative. We're doing a little bit of a longer one tonight, guys, so we're going to get through this combat, and then that's probably what will be for the evening, but I want to make sure we don't lose the momentum of this one.
Finally, I am slow.
Hmm? All right. Anyone have a 20 or higher?
25, please.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm at a flat 20.
Okay. 15 or higher.
Bucky has a
19.
15.
Okay. Morgan. Bucky, you said a 15?
Yep.
What's your bonus to dex?
2.
Okay. And-
19. Sorry.
You have a 19, Colt?
Yeah, sorry.
All right, you're going after Morgan because you forgot. And then Orville, what'd you get? Or no, Orville, Vel, what'd you get?
4.
4, okay. All right. JJ, you've won the initiative. You can see these bright green, kind of glowing and coalescing energies in front of these hooded creatures. What do you do?
She's gonna move up 1, 2. She's gonna move up to kind of right in front of those guys.
Okay. Are you going to move through the water?
Yes.
Do you ignore difficult terrain?
No.
Okay. So 5, 15, 25 is about where you can get in the first move. You sink down and it goes just a bit above your waist before you feel loose stone underneath your feet and the waterway kind of coursing through this narrow passageway.
Damn. Okay. I cannot do what I wanted to do. She will. She will cast Vicious Mockery on that first one.
This one up here. What kind of saving throw?
That would be a wisdom, please.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That'd be 2 psychic damage. And it has disadvantage on the next attack if it did not save.
Okay. Yeah. You fire off an insult. How do you want to insult them?
May your shoes get wet and your socks stay soggy.
It's like, that's offended. That is your go. Orville, what do you want to do?
We are gonna move up, I suppose.
So 10, 20, 30, 40? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got 40.
30, 40 to there.
And I guess we're gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. More, what do you want to do? You see...
I will.
Yeah, you see JJ is up a little bit past her waist in water. And then you see Orville walking forward, and he is a little under his shoulders, covered in water.
Can I kind of move, like, where that rock is over there in the corner?
This one up here?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So that'll be 5, 15, 25, and then climb up on it for the last bit of 5. Yep, you get up on there.
Cool.
You have a clean shot through Orville since he is sunk in the water.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Sure. Roll to hit.
Hope I hit the right one. That's a 10.
A 10. You fire off your arrow as best you're able. You see the arrow and shot sink down a little bit too low, hits into the water, crashes, splashes, and you see the arrow slowly start floating downriver and breaking against the stone. Colt, your go.
I will move forward, I guess,
10 foot?
right behind JJ.
20 foot?
Yeah, and can I throw that far? I got some hand axes
5,
I gotta
10,
use.
15, 20 foot away?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
You
20 feet.
grab a hand axe as part of your movement. You heft it overhead. Big throw. Go ahead and roll to hit.
19.
19. The hand axe sinks heavy into the chest of the creature. Go ahead and roll damage.
5.
5. Okay.
Damage.
You see the axe sink into the front of the chest. It kind of sits there for a moment, and in an instant, as is at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. On it, start of its turn, you see it flexate the front of its chest, and the axe comes free of the hide armor that it wears. You don't see any signs of crimson on the axe. It holds its hands forwards and begins to kind of shake a little bit and fires off a bolt of green energy. It'll fire it off at Orville. Has disadvantage for the roll. So I'll take the 4. Orville, does a 9 hit you?
Nope.
No? Okay. This from up here will move on line. We'll give you the bonus. Orville, straight roll. Where am I here? 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. And one in the back will begin to chant. and you can hear it start hissing and crackling. As it does so, I need Orville, JJ, and Colt to each make me a wisdom saving throw. Seven, not good.
15.
Slightly better.
17.
Also good. So Orville and JJ, you both feel this effect wash over you. You can hear these kind of cackling whispers and chittering sounds kind of inking at your mind. Colt, this takes the form of your eardrums, like more or less throbbing in your head. You can hear these creatures crawling and kind of moving about you. You look down and look to your sleeves and your armor, and you swear you can feel something crawling underneath your armor and gear. You are frightened until you succeeded a saving throw. You start hearing Colt cry out. Bucky, your turn.
Is there anywhere I can get to that I would have like a straight line of shot? Straight shot.
No.
I noticed there's like an area like a couple spots above me. Is that like a rock?
Yeah, this is a stone wall. Here, I'll zoom in. Boop-a-doop.
Okay. I'll move up to where Morgan is ish.
So 10, 20. Do you want to be here? 30?
Not right there. Yeah, maybe right behind.
Squeeze
yeah,
into the back of the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
You squeeze in back there. You see there's a small lip, and you can feel it. The water current is pulling past your legs. If you drop down from here, you can see that the current seems to take the water through this cavern further deep. All right.
And can I see any of them now?
Yeah, you can definitely see them. Just know you're shooting friendly, so they do have cover.
Okay. I'm gonna move my Hexblade Curse to the big bad guy and fire Eldritch Blast.
You can't see the other guy. I mean, the guy in front you can see. Is that what you're looking for? You have a straight line.
Oh, he's the only one I can see. Okay. I
You have a
won't
line
move
of
my
the-
Hexblade's Curse to him. I'll just Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oof, 9.
9. You fire off an Eldritch Blast. You see it crack into the stone overhead. And a big heavy miss. The chamber itself shakes a little bit as the force damage impacts with the wall. The creature... Yes. The creature back here will take its axe, and you see it slam it into the ground, and you hear it hiss out and cry in some language that you're not quite sure of. The creature in front twitches and seems to unnaturally shake as another green ball of energy forms in front of it, and it fires it straight ahead at Orville. It crashes into the water directly in Orville, soaking the goblin because dice rolls are just fantastic this night. And it will... We'll call it there. That's fine. Actually, it doesn't need to move. Vel, your turn.
Where can I move to see anything?
You could do 10, 20, 30 and be behind Orville.
Now,
And
I
be able
only
to-
need to see. Is that the only spot that I'd be able to see them from?
Yes? Yeah, that's currently it.
Then that's where I'll go.
Nerf or nothing.
I want to be able to see.
Very true. Yeah, you see the
so-
big hooded figure in the front.
Yeah. So he's gonna get a magic missile.
Okay, roll damage.
Seven.
7 points.
Yes. 7 points for him.
All right, 3 heavy hits. Dum, dum, dum. You see his cloak kind of retch back, and pieces of his hide armor go flying apart. You can see something slithering underneath his massive robes, and you can see again that kind of strange-looking motions and maneuvers in the leather that makes up this individual's outfit. Is that your turn?
That's it.
JJ, your go.
She's gonna move up so that maybe she gets all of them in a 15-foot cube.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, you'll get all 3 if you move to there.
Even the big guy.
Yeah.
She if she can get past that, she can't really move past there.
Let's see here. You are. That's 10 foot, 20 foot. You could do. Yeah, you could squeeze into there technically.
Okay. Oh, before she moves though, she wants to pat Colt on the shoulder and say, "Hey, there's nothing there. Snap out of it. We got shit to deal with." And then she'll dart off.
All right, bardic
And she's gonna
inspiration.
give them- Yep, inspiration.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. And now she's going to cast Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. Okay. You drop the cube on them, and what do they need to do?
I need a con save, please.
Okay. Con save number 1. Nat 20. Con save number 2. 8. Con save number 3. 5. Con save number 4. This one is really low. 13.
Okay, so the first and the last one make it.
Okay, the 2 in between suck it. What do they take?
Let's see. It's gonna be 3d8 thunder damage, but
Bum, bum, bum.
let me. Those first and the last ones are going to take obviously half.
Mhm.
So that is 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 thunder
16?
damage. Yep.
Okay. So 16 here.
And
16
the
there.
ones that
And 8.
didn't. Yeah, and then the ones that didn't make it are pushed 10 feet away.
Okay.
So they're gonna be pushed, I guess, into the wall, kind of.
Yeah, that one will path of least resistance slam into there, but this one has like nowhere it can go, so it just stops.
Cool.
All right.
And that's
That
it.
should go. Orville, what do you want to do?
I would like to call out to Cole
Mhm.
and say, throw me like one of your hand axes and hold my action.
Okay, so what is your holding for? When he hands you a hand axe, you're going to throw it?
No, he's gonna throw me, and then I'm gonna punch things as I'm flying in there.
Okay, you want him to throw you. Got it.
Yeah, the old fastball special.
Gotcha. Might be a different one. Morgan, what do you want to do?
Just a quick thing.
Mhm.
I've been rolling my sneak attack incorrectly because I didn't realize I got 2d6.
Ooh,
Should I just continue rolling 1d6 for the end of the session?
no, go for it. You suddenly
Okay.
discover you could have been doing this way better the whole time.
I was like, son of a bitch. I didn't see
happens.
it. I didn't read it. Is there still that possibility of me hitting somebody?
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
you know,
Bell's like above me.
on like a 1, sure.
Okay, I will try to smack that first guy with my arrow.
All right, go for it. Fire off against the cave, over Vel's head. Roll to hit.
That's a 17.
17 connects. You sink another arrow into this thing's chest. Go ahead and roll
Not
damage.
sneak attack, right?
Yeah, it is 5 foot adjacent to JJ.
Woo. That's 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay, it takes it. You see as the arrow penetrates its chest. You can see. Ooh, there we go. You can see it. Sorry, I pressed 0. You can see the arrow penetrates its chest, and you can see slowly the arrow continues to move deeper and deeper into its chest, as if being pulled in by something unseen. Is that your turn, Morgan?
Yeah, I'll hang out.
Okay. Colt, start of your turn. You are shaking and frightened. You can move no closer to the source of your fear. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to throw Orville.
Okay.
Frightened gives me.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while you can see the source of your fear.
Okay.
Which, yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. mean, the worst that can happen, he's just gonna land short, right? I guess.
Yeah,
maybe.
that is definitely the worst thing that can happen in this cave with rushing water.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
What do you want to do?
I am just going to. I'm gonna go ahead and just second win because I'm really beat up.
All right, go ahead and roll your D10 and your fighter level and hit points.
Okay. And I'll take the dodge action for now.
All right, you
as well.
You take the dodge action. You look at Orville as you're shaken. Orville, you're like, "Come on, throw me, man, throw me!" And you see Colt like, "No, man, no, I need a second. I need a second." Starts taking very heavy, deep breaths as he gets a second wind in. Go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay. Wisdom. And then I get a D6, right, for the...
Yeah. You can roll it after you rolled your D20, before I tell you if you get it or not.
So I got a 13. I might as well roll it, just in case. And I got a 2, so I got a 15.
All right. You take time after taking second wind, dodging, being frightened of the things that are crawling underneath your clothing. You stop feeling that itchy, scratchy feeling, and you are no longer frightened. That is Colt's turn. This thing's turn. So thing number 1 in the cave walks up 5, 10, 15 to here, 20. Goes up to next to JJ. Is going to swing on our furry friend. JJ, that is a 15 on die. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Yep, okay. It is going to walk up to you for this and that. So it's going to deal 4 points of slashing damage. It brings its kind of gloved hand forward and just kind of slaps across the front of you. You feel something underneath this leather glove scratch and tear at your skin. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
Okay. You feel something kind of pull at you. As the claw leaves the front of your chest, you can look back and you can see coiling masses of centipedes and roaches currently crawl against the front part of your armor. As they begin to slowly work their way into your clothing, you take 7 points of poison damage, but you suffer no other ill effect. This one here walks up, asks you about your day, will crit you.
I'll take a nap.
Okay. That's gonna be for 12 points of slashing. And then saving throw versus the bad.
It's an 11.
11, okay. Orville and Vel and Colt, you guys have kind of some vision on this. You watch as you can see JJ react as getting slammed by some creature. You then see another creature walk up and kind of push its hand into her chest. You start seeing the leather and bindings that hold this creature together begin to kind of puff out, and a wide variety of creatures descend upon these insectoid-like creatures descend upon JJ and begin to kind of cover her as she crumples to the. Does that knock you unconscious? Okay. As she crumples to the ground, you can see this writhing mass of insects begin to more or less cover her and seemingly attempting to consume her. The fella in the front will try for the third time to shoot the freaking goblin with a beam. 19 on die. I'm assuming that's going to hit you?
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay. Where am I at here? Yep. It fires off this sickening green beam for a total of... Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. Hold on. Boop, boop. 2 points of necrotic.
Noted.
Okay. That is its go. Bucky, your turn.
All right. Eldritch Blast on the one I can see.
Yep, go right ahead.
An 18 to hit,
18 to hit will connect.
and that's 12 points of damage.
All right. You fire off another bolt. It echoes through the chamber, and you see it slam into this creature. It breaks, and you can hear the shattering of bone. As it crumples to the ground, you see it split in half at the waist. You can see its kind of hips down crumble where it stands, and its upper torso falls away. You can see fragments of bone leave its body. And you can see a number of insect-like creatures and creatures of decay crawl out and skitter from its body.
You,
anything else for your turn, Bucky? That was your action.
Yeah, I can't move my hex until my next turn, so I'll hang on to that.
Okay. Big Bad Jonesy boy will walk on up to... Actually, we'll stay back here. And then he is going to... he'll point a finger at Orville, since you're in the front, and you begin to hear chittering and kind of scratching noises. Orville, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 13.
13, okay. Let's see here. You hear this chittering in your head, but you manage to kind of peel back from what it is kind of terrifying you with. You take a total of 4 points of psychic damage.
Roger, roger.
Okay. Vel, your turn.
Can I see the chittery boy that knocked down JJ?
From around the corner, you wouldn't be able to. You can see JJ laying there prone with bugs all over her.
Yeah,
but you
so
pretty
I
much
can't
have,
make him out.
Yeah, you have vision on JJ and you have vision on the guy with the axe. Like one who was talking to you.
Yeah. If I move forward, will I be able to see that guy?
Yeah. So if you do 10, 20, 30, you'd be able to see everybody.
I don't want to be that close. I want to be one further back. Not that it matters.
Yeah, you'd be able to see JJ and this guy still. And then you round the corner at this square.
I'll stop there.
Okay. What do you
And
want to do?
I'll fire off a volley.
Magic missile?
Magic missile at the head boy.
Alright, go for it. Roll damage. 3 bolts of energy.
11 points.
11 points, okay. You see the force damage slide and smash into this individual. Their heavy helmet kind of shakes and rattles, and you can see this kind of long metallic design that seems to be born there. You hear a hiss as the force of impact slams into him. Is that going to be it for you?
Yep.
All right, top of the round. JJ, you are covered in disgusting creatures that are attempting to decay you. Please roll a death saving throw.
16.
16. You are not dying yet, but soon. Very, very soon. Orville, your turn.
Yeah, we're gonna get up in the fray.
Okay. Like a boy named Jay. So 5, 10, so 25 to get to there?
Yeah.
Okay, you're there. What do you want to do?
Okay, so the fella that's diagonal from me is attempting to eat JJ.
He's not so much attempting to eat JJ as he has an outstretched hand pointed at her, and you can see a collection of centipedes, beetles, and bugs that are currently leaving the bottom of his robes and seeming to try to decompose JJ. They're like crawling in a withering mass over her.
I would like to attempt to pummel this dude.
Sure, go for it. Roll to hit. Swing 1, pearl 2.
11 to hit.
11 to hit. You swing and you impact what feels like part of his body, but you just feel kind of things twist and wither underneath the strength of your fist. Doesn't seem like you actually hit center mass.
All right, flurry of blows it is.
All right. Another key point.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 will connect.
And a nat 20.
Obviously, yes. Roll damage.
9 points on the first one.
Okay.
And 11 points on the second.
Okay. You strike out 2 big more hits. You can feel breaking and crunching sounds from underneath his robes. You can see this green, almost viscous liquid drain out from the front of his cloak and spill out onto the floor below. You definitely see like guts of maggots and things of that sort kind of begin to fall out of the front of him, but he still maintains his form.
Neat. And then with my disengage, can I move through them?
No, you cannot move through enemies. You can only move through friendlies.
Okay.
Unless otherwise stated. If there's like a drunken master thing, then that's special crap.
No. That's fine. I guess I'll disengage. Huh. Nah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. That is Orville's turn. Morgan's turn. You look, you can hear the screams of JJ up ahead. You see Orville rush forward and make a few fleeting attacks. People are seeming to drop, though. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll just aim at that guy in front of Orville.
Okay. You aim for the man with the large axe?
Mm-hmm.
Go right ahead.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 flies through, and you see it clip just over Orville's ear and sink deep into his throat. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack.
That is 12.
12 points?
No, sorry, 13.
13, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Takes it. You see the arrow sink in, impact, and Orville in front of you, you can see this, again, like almost milky fluid spray out from the wound, and slowly as the fluid drains down the front of his gray and tanned robes, you can see the arrow fall free of his neck and the drainage stop. Is that your turn, Morgan?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Colt, your turn. You're no longer frightened.
Can you kind of zoom out a little bit? I just kind of want to see. Sorry, I'm not trying to be
That's all right.
picky. Just seeing if I can move. I can't really move in there at all.
Well, JJ is unconscious, so you can stand on her body.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Okay, so
I guess.
10, 20, 30-foot movement gets you there. Do you want a double move or what?
Yeah, let's double move.
Okay.
Can I move catty corner actually to JJ, the opposite corner? Is there room there?
Yeah, if you want to double move and move past her.
Yeah.
Okay. You stand there. It's a pretty precarious ledge, but overall you can find your footing easily enough.
Oh, cool. I'll go ahead and action surge.
Okay. You dig deep. Go right ahead.
Actually, I'm sorry. Can I change that real fast? I want to do
Whatever you need.
my fighting spirit as a bonus action. Then I'll action surge.
Okay. You can call on the training you had in the military. You pull forward and you dig deep and go ahead and swing on the guy in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Roll to hit. You have advantage with your fighting spirit.
Ew. That one's gross. That's the grossest hit. Oh, there we go. That's better. 23 to hit.
Yeah. Morgan's dice get jealous. They haven't rolled a 23 yet. Connects through. Go ahead and roll damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. You slice into this creature. You can feel your sword rip through the blackened leather and this green underside of their cloaks. As it tears through the front of them, you see this creature cleaved in half. Appears to be skeletal in nature. But again, much like before, you see as it falls into two pieces, just a pile of maggots, beetles, centipedes, and various other insects drop to the ground with hissing clatters. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, that's Colt's turn. Your cool friend in the weird mask looks at you, Colt, will move diagonally in front of you, And you hear it kind of reach its hand out and go to slash at your chest. Roll into hit. 18 on die will connect. So we're going to go through 3 points of slashing damage. And then I need a Constitution saving throw.
$20.
20, okay. You take 7 points of poison damage. You can start to feel insects piling into your body and start scratching and rooting around inside of your chainmail armor.
I am beat up again.
It happens.
Real
JJ's
beat
unconscious. Bucky, your turn.
All right, moving my hex to big guy
Okay,
and Eldritch Blast.
sure. Now, can you move your hex when the creature that you had hexed is not dead?
Oh, I thought the one I had hexed was up front and that one died.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No worries then. So yeah, you move it over and go right ahead.
22 to hit,
That'll happen.
and that's 10 damage.
10 omelette du damage. Got it. You see another sickening bolt soar over Orville's head, strike into the chest of this guy. You can hear this hissing sound again, like a colony of cockroaches kind of echoing in the cave. As it looks forward, it looks in your general direction, and you can see these violet, lit up eyes stare back at you in the void. Is that your turn?
That's it.
Okay. You see the individual with the axe stare out in your direction, look directly at Orville, and hiss and crackle. In a moment, in a blink of an eye, it vanishes and turns into a shroud of mist that floats directly over to Bucky. You see this heavy executioner axe reach overhead and swing down upon you. It will crit you.
Uh-oh.
This is why I don't hide my dice rolls. This is the exact reason why. Let's see here. What does this thing even do? Holy God. I'm sorry, Bucky. All right, so I can read that. So, Bucky, that is going to be 18 points of slashing damage. And are you a living creature? That's a joke. Yeah, okay, so you're still alive for now. You take 14 points of necrotic damage from the axe swing.
That's on top of the 18?
Yeah. It does
Okay,
18 points of slashing and then 14 points of necrotic on a crit.
I'm still standing.
Okay, so
Just
make me a strength saving throw.
Is that on a magical effect or is just a strength?
It is, let's see here. If the target is a medium or smaller creature, it must succeed on a DC strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So it's not a magical effect, it's just the weight of his hammer, of this axe that he's carrying.
That's a 16.
16. You grit your teeth, you feel the axe tear through the front of you, and as you do so, you kind of like grunt down and manage to keep your footing and avoid being knocked prone in this raging river that's kind of pulling the current further out of the cavern. It will, let's see here, it'll finish its attack by moving forward, leaning its helmeted head back and slamming it towards you as a headbutt. That dice flew all over the screen. That is a 12 on dice, so that is going to be a 17 to hit.
That just hits, yep.
Okay. It comes across with the front of its helmet for a mighty 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I'm down.
Okay. Morgan, do you want to take your reaction to attempt to catch Bucky before he washes away in the river?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Oh, fuck. Where is the... That's a 9.
A 9, okay. You grab hold of Bucky, you kind of like turn and with one free hand off your short bow, you reach down and grab Bucky in the river. He starts to be pulled with a current, and you feel that if you don't let go of him, you are both going to get washed away in the water. What do you want to do? Do you hold on or let him go?
That's so difficult.
No, it's a really easy choice. It's one or the other.
How fast is the current, I guess?
At this point, I mean, it's not like a raging rapid, but it's definitely an inlet current. It seems to be part of the river itself, and at least a section of it. You just don't know where it leads or where it's going. It's strong enough to pull like small gems and things of that sort past it as you continue to see things splash in the pool behind these individuals.
Okay, so like how far would we go then if it was both of us?
I don't know. I would tell you, but there's a wall in the way. I have no idea.
Great. Well, it's either that or I'm gonna get murked by this dude with the big axe. So I'm gonna hold on to Bucky and we're just gonna cruise out of here.
All right. So you hold on to Bucky. You feel yourself slipping off the stone you've been firing from. You continue to look by and realize this is not going to happen. You ditch your short bow to grab both hands and lunge forward as you kind of pull Bucky to your chest, and the pair of you dip and egress from the cavern.
I don't have enough hit points to stand there with that guy, so...
Easy enough. You guys hear a splash, a thunk, and a poof, and Moore and Bucky are gone. That is its turn. Vel, your turn. You turn and
Level
look and you
2
can see
magic
this.
missile.
Oh, fair enough.
They're gone. I can't help them.
That's fair.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's fine.
3, 6, 9, 12 points of force.
12 points of force. You hear doof, 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 doof. 4 big hits. Might have been one too many doofs there. Slam into this creature. You start seeing the force of your spell ripping and tearing parts of his outfit and armor apart from him. Underneath, you can see this kind of writhing. There we go. Writhing chitinous hide that sits underneath and has this pinkish purple hue to it. You hear this clacking and echoing from inside of this metallic helmet, and you hear, "I'll eat your brain soon."
You're starting to bug me.
Ooh, dad jokes. JJ, death saving throw.
$19.
19. You're one step closer. You're one away
could I
from being
move
stable. Yep.
One space back to be next to Orville.
Sure. Boop. Easily enough. Orville, your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh,
Yep.
Can I get flanking on this fella and then start swinging on him?
You can definitely do all those things you said. Go for it.
All right. Am I rolling with advantage because I'm flanking?
Yes, you are.
Alrighty. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep. Just roll all your dice and then tell me if you get anything below 14. Simple. Just keep it going. Just dog and pony show. Let's go.
And nope, they're both going to hit.
Okay.
9 points and another 9 points.
Okay. And 9, you said?
2 9s, yes, sir.
Okay. 2 big hits. 2 big heavy slams. You again hear the crunching sound of insects underneath these robes. It still stands, but it seems shaky at best. Is that your go?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. Morgan, you hear a splash. Your hearing goes away and fades from you. You have a difficult time even in this with your dark vision as this current takes you and begins moving you through the area. You see up ahead a collection of stones that seem to fork and break the river. You have an option. Do you go straight, left, or right? You're muted.
With straight, I have the ability to potentially grab onto the rocks, right?
Correct.
Is there air around? Like, can I
not that you can see.
surface? Okay. Let's see. We're going left.
Going left. You push as best you can, kind of covering Bucky's limp body in your arms and cradling this individual as you move the current and move left. You begin to drift further down into the current masses. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
That's so unfortunate.
I'm sorry.
One day I'll get there. Sorry,
believe
I've
in
been
you.
minimized. That's 18.
18. You push off from the rock, moving, kind of increasing your speed, but otherwise staying away from the walls. You manage to kick your feet with just enough force and momentum to avoid what seems to be a dangling stalactite that seems to, again, further fork part of the river. You continue hurtling down this river passage, and you can see various goods and sundries that have clung to the otherwise slick stone walls that are creating small piles. That is your turn. Colt, your turn. What do you want to do?
Let's go ahead and swing at this dude. That's in
Roll to
front of
hit.
me.
You have advantage.
Yuck. Come on, throw out that other dice. Oh, close. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's real close to my 14 AC. You got me. You got me, champ. Been working out. Go ahead and roll damage.
So 12 damage.
12 damage, okay. Another sundering hit of the longsword. You cleave this one in half as well, and it crumples into a pile of bugs and insectoids.
I am going to... I'm going to utilize my movement to get in front of as close to the big guy as possible.
All right, so 5, 10, 20, 30. Get you right in front of Vel.
That's
Okay.
much appreciated.
Yeah.
All right. Bucky, cold water surges past you. You drift along in an unconscious state, unaware of the death-defying event that is occurring around you. Make a death saving throw. Blah, 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 blah.
19.
19. You manage to not drown in Morgan's arms this round. We'll see about next one. Big guy is going to go. He's going to stomp on up. Actually, does he want to stomp up? No, we're not going to stomp on up. We're going to move. We're going to vanish into mist again. Move over here. And then we're going to say, hey, Orville, how you doing, friend? And we're going to drop
buddy, what's up?
we're going to drop the axe on you. That is a 16 on dice. So that is going to be for 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll connect.
22 to hit, yeah. All right. D12 of Fury is going to come down on you for 14 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And 7 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, it's nap time.
Nap time. All right. Oh, man, the music just cued in right on time. That sounds great. So you watch this big heavy axe slam down into Orville, making a very heavy scraping sound in the stone. He turns in the direction. You see this big heavy helmet, leans back with a lurch, and swings his helmeted head at Vel. Vel, I'm assuming an 8 does not hit you.
No.
Okay. So, swings out, big miss. Vel, it is your turn.
Can I move around and get over top of Orville so that I can provide flanking?
You can do 10, 20. Yeah, you can get to there.
Okay. So that'll help my buddy out, and then I'll just ring the bell and ask for a wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom save it is. That is going to be a 12 on dice, so in total that is a 14.
I don't like you.
I'm sorry. If it makes you feel better, he doesn't like you either.
Well, I'll be dead.
I'll be dead! JJ, death save. Hopefully the last one you ever make.
Nope.
Nope,
That failed.
1 foot in the grave. Falling through. Orville, death saving throw.
That's a 9.
1 step closer to the grave. Morgan, You begin hurtling down through the water, clutching the unconscious and limp body of Bucky as you surge forward in this underground current. You see up ahead two things. To your left, you see a reflection of light in this dark cavern. To your right, you see the glittering reflection of something metallic. Which direction do you go?
I'm rolling a d4 for this to decide.
Oh, letting
I'm
fate
going
decide.
A fat left again towards the light.
All right, you go towards the light. The one thing you should never do when someone is dying. You rush forward. No, you don't rush forward. You continue to allow the current to take you as you can see light from up ahead. You have an option. You see from up ahead through with your dark vision an opening in the stonework itself. Do you have a grappling hook?
I actually think I do.
If you do, you get a choice. If you don't, you don't.
Oh, I actually don't. I thought
Okay.
I did.
So you move past there. You see an opening. If you'd like, you can reach out for the stone opening and attempt to anchor yourself with your bare hands.
Sure,
If not, you can get. Okay, go for it. It is an athletics check.
I'll take that. Oh my god, that's deception. I'm brain dead today. 12.
12. You reach out for the stone and your wet fingers slip free of it and you continue to hurtle further down. You can choose. Do you want to go first or do you want Bucky's body to go first?
This is a fucking mess.
You're right. It is. It's the mini game in the boss fight.
I'll yeet Bucky out of there.
Yeah, okay, so you'll go first. You with what little strength you have left in your attempted reach, you take the brunt of it of what's coming to your back. You take a mighty 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you slam your back into some stone and cradle Bucky's limp body in your arms. You also lose 1 minute of breathable air. So what's your Constitution modifier?
+3.
+3, so you have 2 minutes of air left. You continue hurtling down. That is Morgan. Colt, your turn.
All right, let's walk up on him and let's hit him.
All right, you walk on up. Vel stands there just enough to give you advantage for this attack.
Crit! Haha!
Okay.
Okay.
A big heavy swing of your sword. Go ahead and roll damage. Come on, double ones. Double ones. Double ones. Double ones.
Well, I rolled. Okay, so I don't do the modifier twice.
No,
okay.
Modifier once. Dice twice, modifier once.
Well, you got a 1 out of me, so.
Hey, that's 1.
And a 5, so 6, so 10 damage.
10 damage.
Not that crazy.
You bring your sword up for a heavy swing. You feel Vel push the individual slightly forward, giving you a little bit more momentum in the cut, and you cleave through the front of its chest up through the top of its helmet. You slice clean through part of the metal casing that holds its face in, and you see a face on the other side of this masked visage. Let's do that, and let's do this, and let's do that, and let's do this thing. Should have prepped it. All right, and there. So you see this very much insectoid-like head peeking through. The majority of its now discarded and broken up armor. This hissing insectoid-looking face stares back at you with listless, pale eyes, the slice cutting through its left iris, and you see kind of this green and milky white liquid pour from the side of its face, As you finish the momentum of your blade, you feel something connect in the top region of its head as you cut clean through what would make up its nervous system. It shudders and shakes and hisses at you and drops to the ground. It is dead. All right. So, with that, Vel, I'm assuming on your turn you're going to go stabilize JJ?
Yes.
And then we're going to stabilize Orville, I'm sure, right after. So we're going to play out the scene that matters for the night, and then we'll probably call it here. So, Morgan, rushing through, still under the underground currents, you continue to follow for quite some time, before finally reaching yet another choice. You see from up ahead, 2 paths. Straight ahead, you can see and make out a collection of what appears to be some type of blockage in the current. To your right, you see a darting passage that seems to have a heavier, faster current. What do you want to do?
There's no left. There's just straight and right.
Yeah, you're as far left as you can be already.
Okay.
On my little map.
We're letting fate decide again.
Refuses to take a choice.
I guess we're going towards the faster current.
All right. You lean into it as best you're able to. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check as you attempt to kick off and move with some speed to catch the current.
That's a 24.
24, like a trained swimmer. You push forward and surge with quite a bit of speed. You come cascading through what appears to be a series of long, navigated, porous tunnels before finally seeing a bright white light ahead. You retch out from the edge of the stonework and fly for about 15 to 20 feet as you come crashing down into the open waters of the river. You can see far to your right a docked ferry ship with a number of skeletal bodies that seem to stand over the edges of it. As you come crashing over, you see many of them slump and kind of hang listlessly on the ship. You and Bucky float on the top of the river in the hunter's reach. Do you have a way to stabilize Bucky?
Do I have a way?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. Did you get one of the 2 healer kits?
No, I did not.
Well, you can always make a medicine check.
Sure, why not?
Go for it. Medicine. You need a DC 10 medicine check to stabilize Bucky.
That's a 21.
Easily enough. Now that you are floating down the river, you flip over and flop like a hippopotamus, like the most majestic of hippopotamuses. You swim over to Bucky, and you go, "Oh God!" And you just take both hands and slam him on his chest. And he coughs up a funnel of water, and he is stable and no longer at risk of dying. So, with that, everyone is stable. We have vanquished what is assumed to be the great evil of this cave. And we will pick up next week from this spot.
Yay.
Woohoo! Good job, everyone.
Awesome. Should have just agreed with us, then I wouldn't have had to kill him.
I mean, murder him. So, when we pick up next week, we'll pick up right from this spot. No downtime, so people who are watching, you won't miss anything. For everyone who stuck it out with us all the way to the end, for the end of this, to see what happens, I greatly thank you so much. We'll certainly see you guys next Monday. Same Twitch place, same Twitch time, all that stuff. As I said, we started a YouTube channel. I'm going to update the bio of the Twitch channel. That's my homework for the day, to make sure everyone has access to the videos. So if you want to rewatch anything, we'll have them up there for infinite viewing, no ads. I don't think I can even put ads and stuff. I hate that. With that, as always, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you to my players for hanging out and staying with me way past our normal time. Hope everyone had fun, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.